checked out over in that second straightaway. But Grover's got a couple of wins after 2 rounds. Beekman and LePan will shake it up here for the main event. Big round of applause, everybody. All right, down into turn number 1, we roll with Moto 28. I got Conneticut, Gibbler, and Kent. Rocket Colors looking at Grambo on the top spot right now. Grambo's got the Mullet King in that 2 spots. We got Skittles, Kevin Conneticut back in the 3. Only 2 riders going to the 9 cruiser main event. It's all Grambo and the Mullet King right now. The 9 and the 1 turn and burn. The 23 bike trying to find a little magic right here himself. But coming back at me, Grambo gets a second round win, and the Mullet King grabs that 2 spot. Lee, Remy, and Bradfield. More 9 cruisers, 2 more spots in the main event. We got 3 riders out there. The 31 bike. The 21 bike. Cobra Kai Bradfield. Cobra Kai's on the top spot. Kyle Lee's in that 2 spot. Magnus Remy sitting on the outside right now as the boys roll through that 3rd straightaway. The 21 and the 98 going 1 and 2. Cobra Kai running the show down this last straightaway. Bradfield and Lee moving on. Ten-year-old cruisers. I got Flawless Wallace, the Little Nuge, Double D, and the Bear. Gold Cup plate on top right now. That's the Bear, Jeremy Rupp. I got Rupp on the top spot. The R bike. Little Nuge pulls into that 2 spot. The A bike. Double D, Dakar. And your Island of Misfit Toys ride of Flawless Wallace 1, 2, 3, and 4. Mode number 30 hits the last straightaway right here, but it's all Gate 9 colors rocking down this last straightaway. Rupp, Nugent, Dakar, and Wallace. 11-year-old cruisers. We got 4 riders on the track, but only 2 spots available in the main event this round. Steiger, Grillo, Jones, and Ugenti. The 4 and the 816 taking those top 2 spots right now and trying to hold it down. That's Colton Grillo for the Chippendale crew. I got Team Omega's Michael Ugenti in that 2 spot. Both these cats want to go to the main event, and both of them flying around that last turn, but it's the 4 bike rocking the Chippendale colors. Will be first to the stripe. Grillo's moving on, and Ugenti's checking out. Moto 32, more 11-year-old cruisers. I got Flying J, the Avalanche, and Flyby, Jonah Peck. 3 more riders out there, but only 2 more spots in the main event this time. The 3 bike on top, that's the Flying J Jet Koodle out of Chandler BMX. In that 2 spot, the 11 ride, the Avalanche, Austin Doan, Flyby back in the 3. All of them fly right by me and down that 3rd straight. But only 2 of these cats are moving on. The Jet. The Jet Koodle. It's not the Jet. His name is Jet. Flying J on the top spot. Flying J gets the win. The Avalanche grabs the 2 spot. Twelve-year-old cruisers down into turn number 2 we go. Oklopchich, Martinez, Martin, and Stanton. Factory Redmond on the top spot. I'm looking at the Rocket, Alexander Martin. Martin. Down to the last turn he goes. Low picks on the line right now. The Nike 7 gets the win. The 17, Martinez in that 2 spot. Oklopchich and Stanton. Heard something going on over here behind me. Moto number 34, 13-year-old cruisers. 2 riders going to the main event, and we're flying on this last straight with a C bike up top. The C and the 6. All right, Moto 35. I got Ivan Rander. The finisher, Kuba Badaniak and Cole Muller. Down into the second turn we go. Rider up top's got 3 digits on his bike. That's going to be Kuba Badaniak, the finisher. Badaniak on the top spot. The 9 and the 3 banging for that 2 spot right now. That's Muller and Miranda. 1, 2, and 3. They roll. Down to the last turn. They're flying fast right now. Battle for that 2 spot's crazy. The 996. The finisher, Badaniak, gets the ace right here. He's moving on, and so is the 9 ride of Cole Muller, 1 and 2. Fourteen-year-old cruisers, moto number 36, Warner, Day, Gorbatuk, and Dowdy get a grip on the top spot. I'm looking at Eli, Rowdy, Dowdy, the 7 bike. Running this one down in the last turn. All 4 riders checking out. It's just low picks on the line. And Dowdy's going to get the win here in round 2. The next 7 bike, the kid, Marshall Warner, the Beast, and the Fireball, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Olbrist, Ming, Musarella, Huggins, and Andrews. Vega Colors and I Am Cook Colors going to 1-2. Got CSI Colors back in that 3 spot. The Vega Racing, Rida T-Rex, Huggins on the top spot. No, Rocco Andrews turns and takes off down the last straightaway. Andrews to the top of this one. Huggins in that 2 spot. Huggins back to the 3. Musarella, Huggins, Olbrist, and Ming. Motos 38 and 39. We got 5 riders on the track, but only 4 spots available here in the main event. On 2 wheels colors running around that last turn. The C-bike. That's Archer Lindemann. Lindemann, he's moving on. The 11 ride. The comeback kid grabs the 2 spot. The 20 and the 6. The 6 and the 20. Dowling and Burge. Motos 40 and 41. 5 riders out there. 4 more spots here in the main event this time. Toth, Ming, Moscato, Walker, and Whitaker. Hellfire Colors running the show right there. That's going to be the Moose on the top of this one. I got Whitaker in that 2 spot. That's the Moose and Scrappy going 1 and 2. The Nag 10 and the GC2 down this last straightaway. Nag 10 gets the win. Gold Cup 2 grabs the 2 spot. Moscato, Whitaker, the 1, and the 6. Ming and Walker. 21 to 30 cruisers, Thurrichter, Allison Norn, and Harney. Wrenchman Colors up top. Going to be the Spartan on the top side of this one. The Nag 6 all by himself down the last straightaway. The Spartan gets the win here in round 2. Sia Colors in that 2 spot. Going to be Moneybags and Harney 2 and 3. (31-35) cruiser total points racing. Steve Healy got the win in the first round, and Exit 3 Colors are back on top once again. Sitting in that 2 spot, we got the Wakefield rider Roger Gold and Scotty Dolan 1, 2, and 3. They rolled like this in the first round. Looks like it's going to finish off this way once again. The Gold Cup riders got a couple of aces. Gold and Dolan both 2 and 3, just like round 1. 36-40 cruisers, mode number 44. Healy, Bellotti, and Kinder. Boom, boom. Factory roll with us. Grab the ace here in the first round. The Nag 10 back on top once again. Sit in that 2 spot. 3 digits. The 153. That's Brant Kinder. It's Bellotti, Kinder, and Choo Choo 1, 2, and 3. Boom, boom. Cruises around the J&R turn. Makes his way down the last straight. And the Nag 10's got the win once again. The 153 and the 3 will go 2 and 3. Gate picks on the line here in the main event here in Moto 45. I got Kyle Peters, the Pink Mango, Marcelo Oliveira, and Mike Tubiak. Oh, man, the Mango was rolling down that 3rd straight on the top of this one. Marcelo trying to grab that second round ace. My rider in that 2 spot is the 18 of Kyle Peters. The 1 in the 18, Oliveira, Peters, and Tubiak. Moto number 46. I got Ludacliffe, Brad Muller, and Keith Newell. The 13, the Gold Cup 2, and the 6 going 1, 2, and 3. All right, Muller, Newell, and Ludacliffe 1, 2, and 3 right now, but it's all Brad up top. The Shoreham rider rips around the J&R turn, puts the pump down the last straightaway, and the 1-3 is getting the win here in the second round. Newell and Ludacliffe 2 and 3. Langlace, Briston, and Hanville. Daylight Colors on top. I'm looking at Brian Briston on the 1 spot. Got the 5 bike of the Tuna in that 2 spot. Langley's back in the 3. It's the 2, the 5, and the 3 going 1, 2, and 3 here in Moto 47. The 51-55 cruiser class. Daylight colors ripping down this last straightaway out of Wakefield BMX. Brisson gets the win in round 2. The Tuna and Langley's 1, 2, and 3. 56-60 cruiser class, moto number 48. Tumalo, Forbes, Stone, Edwards, and Klemecki. I got 5 riders on the track right now, but only 2 spots available in the main event. And we got 4 riders pulling down to the last turn. Who is our top 2? Rider up top right now has got a 9 on his bike. That's Chris Edwards. Edwards grabs the win in round 2. He's moving on with the 1-5 ride for Time to Shine, Dave Tumalo. Hamill, Hunt, Nolan, and Lewis. 4 more 56 to 60-year-old cruisers out there. 2 more spots in the main event. The 22, the Nag 2, and the 68, 1, 2, and 3. That's Lewis, Hunt, and Hamill getting chased down by Dr. J, 1, 2, 3, and 4. But like I said, only 2 riders moving on. Top 2 riders taking off down the last straight. The 22 still doing his thing. BLT popping his way down. Lewis gets the win. Hunt gets the 2. Oh boy, here come the 500 Navis again. 10 riders in the class today. That leaves 3 in both racks and then 2 spots available each time. Hibbets, Masseri, and Romano. Top 2 riders making their way down that second straightaway. I got the 157 rider, Hudson Romano, for the Chaos Squad. The Chaos rider is the first one around turn number 2 in that 2 spot. Oakley Hibbets, another Chaos Squad rider. Teammates making their way down that third straight. Giggles, Anthony Masseri for Chippendale back in that 3 spot. Moto number 50. Down this last straightaway in the Chaos Riders, the 157 and the 2-3. Romano and Hibbets moving on. Spoor, Rudiger, and Rome. Moto 51 down into turn number 1. They've disappeared. I don't see it. Oh, I see somebody out there finally. I didn't know if we had any riders out there or not. Looks like I got Piper Spoor, the 992, on top right now. All Spoor on this one. The Chain Reactors doing their thing. Battle for that 2 spots where it's at. Cody Rome holding that 2 spot. Liam Rudiger back in the 3 as Piper pulls away. Sitting down and going for a ride. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Still going to be Spoor on this one. The Chain Reactors grab themselves a win here in round 2. Rome trying to hold on. Rudiger trying to come by. The 732 and the 235. Will go 2 and 3. No! Rudiger puts on the gas and comes by. Waited till the very end to steal it. 6 Navis on the track down into turn number 3. I got DJ Tommaso, Rivest, and Koodle. Low picks on the line right now. 1, 2, 3. They're flying back at me. Looks like a 2-1 on top right now. That's Gracie. Koodle going to get the win here in round 2. And the low pick in the main event. The 237. Rivest and DJ Tommaso. 1, 2, and 3. Seven-year-old Navi, total points racing all day long. Tristan Flynn got the win in the first round. Mahler got the 2 and Lemieux got the 3. I got Flynn sitting in that 2 spot right now, meaning we have a new rider on top of this one. Around the last turn, the boys fly. This time it's going to be the 190 ride. Jake Marr, Flynn 1 and 2. The 190 and the 58. The 190 and the 58. 58 takes it to the line. Flynn grabs it at the line. Maher and Lemieux 2 and 3. Mike Tubiak to the trailer. Mike Tubiak to the trailer, please. Moto 54, your 9 novice class. More total points racing. The first round with the Jackson Coleman. Let's see if he's back on top. Yes, I got the 135 rolling down that third straight. The 5-4. Evelyn Dijon Tommaso in that 2 spot. And the Glitch back in that 3 spot. The Glitch made the move down the last straight. Let's see if she can do it once again. Flying back at me, though, it's all Jackson Coleman. He's got himself 2 wins after 2 rounds. The Glitch on the gas. The Glitch and Evelyn 2 and 3. Moto 55, year 11 novice class. I got Rin, Hill, and Wilson. The 26 bike on the move once again. Rin Sapana down this last straight. Egg Harbor Township. Rin's got a couple of wins. Wilson and Hill 2 and 3, just like the first round. 15 novies on the track. Bacon, Rosario, and Zirme. The 1474 bike, that's the Mad Scientist, Simon Zirme on the top spot. The Mad Scientist got Dominic Rosario and the Chef, Morgan Bacon, 1, 2, and 3. Moto 56. Nice and spread up around that last turn. The Mad Scientist for Team Chicken Wing out of Sand Springs BMX. Zirme gets the second round ace. Rosario and the Chef 2 and 3. (16 to 39-year-old novices. McDonald, Newell, and Lemieux. All three riders out there. It's the 264. Patrick Lemieux on top right now. I got the GC1 of Pink Tires. Lara Newell in that two spot, and Angela McDonald back in the 3. The 264, the Gold Cup 1 and the 4 bike. 1, 2, and 3 around turn number 3. Lemieux got the second round win. Pink Tires going to get the 2 spot, and Angela McDonald rounded them off. Wico, Flynn, and Dijon Tommaso. Vega Colors on top right now. Down into turn number 2, the 792. That's Donnie Flynn. Flynn up top right now. Got OT in that 2 spot. It's Flynn, OT, and the West Coast Pinners rider of Philip Wico, 1, 2, and 3. But it's all Vega down this last straightaway. The 792 out of Fountain City BMX gets the win. OT, Wico 2 and 3. Moto number 59, your 500 intermediate class. We started there with 4 riders. I got 3 more riders out there right now battling for the low pick here in the main event. McShay, Morrison, and Whiteley. The 42 bike is gone. Owen McShay grabs the win here in round 2. I got the 104, Reese Whiteley, Reese Whitley, and Jackson Morrison, 1, 2, and 3. I can learn, Mom. 6-year-old intermediates, Bellotti, Bartow, Schaefer, and Grober. Gold Cup plate on top right now, going to be Colton Grober doing it for the Island of Misfit Toys out of Whip City BMX. Grober flying super fast on top with the 3-4 bike of Benjamin Schaefer for Holy Spokes in that 2 spot. The 32 bike, that's Racing Grayson Baratow, and the Slingshot Austin Bellotti, 1, 2, 3, and 4. My dude in the flannel coming down that last straightaway. The Misfit Toys getting it done once again. Grober gets the win in round 2. Schaefer, the Slingshot comes by, and Racing Grayson will get that 4 spot. McShay, Harding, Konopka, Moreau, and Marangolo. I'm 3 deep down that 3rd straightaway. We got 2 spots here in the main event. Only 2 spots in the main event and 5 riders on the track. 7-year-old intermediates take off around turn number 3. My rider up top, putting the pump on right now, is your 31 bike of Liam McShay. McShay grabs the win, and the 6 ride of Kylie Konopka also moving on. Waters, Grillo, Markey, and Sebastião. 2 more riders going to the 7 intermediate main event. My rider up top has got a 92 on his plate with the 42 rocking that 2 spot. That's Remy Waters and Xander Grillo. Elevate Racing and Chippendale going to go 1 and 2 through that 3rd straightaway. Top 2 riders pulling away, looking to take the last 2 transfer spots to a 7-year-old intermediate main event. Remy got himself a nice lead, and Waters is going to get the win here in round 2, and Grillo will grab that 2 spot. Moto 63, your 8-year-old intermediate class. Murphy, Gordon, and Higuera battle for the 2 spots hot right now. Our top rider's got a 9. That's the Goose, Laney Murphy. The Goose on the move. Got the 42 pulling to that 2 spot with the 77 back in the 3. That's Landon Gordon and Mylan Higuera. But it's all the 9 on top right now. The Goose ripping down this last straightaway. For RM Heavy Truck Repair, the Goose grabs the win in round 2, and the 2 spot's going to go to the 42. Maybe not. Hagera Gordon, everyone moves on. Low picks on the line. Another Gate 9 rider ripping down that third straightaway. I got Pewarzik, Krasnowick, and Kwok. 9-year-old intermediates, moto number 64 happening right here before our eyes. The Gate 9 rider is the 5'5" bike of Jackson Krasnowick. Krasnowick gets the win here in the second round. Krasnowick, Pewarzik, and Kwok. That is a mouthful for that class right there. 10-year-old intermediates on the track, Moto 65, Solar, Dakar, and Air. Top 2 riders are gone. John Bradley Custom Colors, going to be Double D Declan Dakar, your GC3 bike, with a nice lead down this last straightaway. We got the GC2 with the E-Man, Emmanuel Solar in that 2 spot. John Bradley Custom and Signature Cycles moving on in Moto 65. Sebastio Tasbeer and Harding. 3 more 10-year-old intermediates, 2 more spots in the main event. The 39 bike, Bubba Harding for Team Heckler. He's on top of this one. In that 2 spot, got the 1 bike. That's Emily Sebastio for Fearless BMX. The Fearless rider tries to take the top spot, but no. Bubba rips around the outside. Coop Dog Tasbeer for the Hill BMX back in that 3 spot. But our top 2 riders are rolling down the last straight. The 39 and the 1. Putting the pump on the 1 and the 39. The Catamount rider makes the move and gets the win down the last straight. Moto 67, Jones, Sullivan, Gilling, and Smigo. Third straight action going on right now. All 4 riders looking for the low pick in the main event. My rider up top, the 44, the boss man, Gavin Smigo for Smash It Up Bike Shop. Smigo gets the win right here. The Ginger Ninja grabs that 2 spot. Sweet Dreams and Gilling 3 and 4. Total points racing for the 12 intermediate class. First round went to Paxton Sapana. Top rider, though, is gone this time. Is it Paxton once again? The 148 bike ripping around the last turn. Yes, it is. Out of Egg Harbor Township, BMX. Paxton's got himself a couple of aces after 2 rounds. Mateo and Kylie will go 2 and 3 this time, and they're tied at 5. Moto 69, 14-year-old intermediates, Hudson Anderson, Corey Krawchuk, and the Crackers, Sean Graham. The 2 bike up top right now, the Gold Cup 2. That's Corey Krawchuk with the win. The 28 and the D, 2 and 3. 15-year-old intermediates hit the second turn and take off down that third straight. Simonson, Bauer, and Burgess. Our top rider is gone. Going to be Isla Bauer, the Killer Bee. I am wrong. That's Dominic Simonson from Revolution Racing. I was going off the number on the back of his jersey. It is a 4, correct? It is a 4. So I'm not crazy. A 34, Aiden Burgess in that 2 spot. And the Killer Bee back in the 3. Wasaka, Savigny, and Ligo. 6-year-old intermediates, Moto 71. We're nice and spread out. 1, 2, and 3. We roll around turn number 3. Gate picks on the line once again. The 976 charging on the last straight is Charles Wasaka for New England BMX Plus. The Woodland rider grabs the win in the second round. Ligo grabs that 2 spot, and Savigny will get the 3. (17-20) intermediates, Nicholas Culla, Thomas Fratto, and the Turn Reaper, Xavier Kaniksi. Moto 72, top 2 riders taking off down this last straightaway. We got a battle for the top of this one. The gas is on, the 1.5 and the 5.2. That's Fratto and Culla. Fratto, Culla, and the Turn Reaper. Moto 73, your 41 to 45 intermediate class. I'm seeing 2 riders on the track. I should have 3. Let's see who showed up for this round. The 1-5 ride. Matty Bahama. Matty Bahama on that top spot. Second place rider popping his way down that third straightaway. The 1-5 and the 6-7-9. Matty Bahama and Jacob Bills checking out. 4650 intermediates, Moto 74. Danny McClone got the win the first round. McClone is back on top once again. First one around turn number 2. Avery pulling to that 2 spot. The exit 3 rider. Christian Bauer back to that 3. It's McClone, Avery, and Bauer 1, 2, and 3, just like here in the first round. Our top rider down the last straightaway. McClone for the bike zone gets the win in round 2 once again. Avery and Bauer will go 2 and 3. Moto 75, 51 to 55 intermediates. Among you, Graham and Air. Rider up, got to be the Graham Cracker on top. Paul Graham, the 1-5 bike it is. The Graham Cracker will grab the ace here in round 2 for Second Chance BMX in Union Square. The 4 bike, Mungu for the Chaos Squad, and Adam Ayer for Gold Coast Daylight, 1, 2, and 3. Moto number 76. 56 and over intermediates on the track. More total points racing. Dangerous Don Geswin got the win in the first round. Is Dangerous Don back on the top spot? It looks like it. The Trumbull rider, the local cat, down the last straightaway. Dangerous Don's got 2 wins after 2 rounds. Jim Stone and Mike Gagnon go 2 and 3 once again. Welcome back to the Girls Club, everyone. Moto number 77, your 7 girls expert class. We got a couple of six-year-olds out there with them today. Rome, Fowler, Hibbets, and Masseri. The 1, the nag 10, and the 11, 1, 2, and 3. That's Rome, Fowler, and Hibbets getting chased down by Wiggles, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Isadora Rome, the local girl, running the show down this last straightaway. The 1 bike trying to get the win here in the second round. The 11 bike trying to come by. That's Adeline Hibbets. Oh, man. Rome, Hibbets, Flower Power, and Wiggles, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Donovan, Tyndall, and Pangione, your 9 girls expert class. Racing down into turn number 1. They're all getting situated as they fly down the second straightaway. We're trying to catch a number on this top cat. Looks like the 1 rider, Gracie Tyndall for the Frequent Flyers. The Frequent Flyers, oh man, Super Duper Z pulls into that 2 spot. We dropped the dart Allie Donovan over there for Trinity Racing. We're getting her checked out right now. Top 2 ladies flying down the last turn. Gracie Tyndall, Super Duper Z, the 1 in the Nat 95. Will go 1 and 2. And how about a giant round of applause for the Allie Donovan, the dart, everybody. One more round of applause for this young lady. Come on. Moto number 79, your 10 girls expert class. I got the Lightning Bug, Selena White, Isla Norris, Gabby Suarez, and Claire Schaefer. ASN colors on the top spot, the GC1, the Lightning Bug, Selena White. The Lightning Bug, rocking the Richfield Park gear. I got bombshell colors popping into that 2 spot. That's going to be Norris. It's White, Norris, 1 and 2. All the girls flying on that last turn, but it's all the Lightning Bug looking for the win here in the second round. ASN, Send It Fly, gets the win in round 2. The 8, the 11, Norris, Suarez, and Schaefer. 11 girls experts on the track. Lacey Muller, Gracie Girl Morrison, and the Meatball Eva Rush. Looks like the Meatball on top right now. Bombshell colors going 2 and 3, rolling through that third straightaway, but it's all Rush on the top spot. Wheeler Dealer popping into that last turn. From Mag Ridge BMX. Rush trying to get this one done. I got Gracie Girl Morrison in that 2 spot. It's Rush, Morrison, Muller Morrison, maybe. Either way, everyone is checking out. 12-year-old girls experts, Zermay, Gray, Farrell, and Conley. Wicked colors on top right now. Going to be the Crazy Cat, Kaylani Gray. You're next, Evan Ride. Out of Akron BMX, flying around the J&R turn and down this last straightaway. I got a gold cup plate in that 2 spot. Going to be the Firefly, Sophia Farrell for Factory Roll with us. And the 5 bike, Conley and Zermay. Moto 82, 13 girls experts. I got Peck, Mungu, Puckham, Sparaza, and Walters. Gate picks on the line as the girls hit the last turn and take off down this last straightaway. My rider up top is going to be Mungu on the 1. Violet grabs the win. Serafina Sparaza in that 2 spot. Walters, Puckham, and Peck. 14 girls experts, Moto 83, Haltz, Carmen, and Koodle. 1, 2, and 3, they roll down into turn number 3 here in Moto 83. Rider up top, going to be Chloe Koodle on the top side of Factory. Sean Carvajal's LDC. The LDC grabs the win. Damage ride. Carmen in that 2 spot, and give him hail. Haley Haltz back in the 3. 15, 16 girls experts, Moto number 84. I got Olsen, Pierce, and Wenzel. Rider up top's got the Cyclecraft gear on right now. That's got to be the Tater Tot Tatum Pierce. I got Olsen in that 2 spot. Sophia Wenzel, the Factory Alto ride sitting on the outside. The GC2 pulling down the last straight, and the Factory Cyclecraft ride gets the win. The Tater Tot and the Animal moving on. Russell, Wiley, and Spencer. Wrenchman colors popping off to the top side of this one. That's the 3 bike of Addison Spencer. Spencer's got the K ride of Lorna Wiley in that 2 spot for the Hooligan crew. Spencer, Wiley, and Russell, 1, 2, and 3. The Bike Doctor ride rocking on the outside right now, trying to find a line in. Here in Moto 85, more 15, 16 girls experts. Around the last turn we burn, but it's still Wrenchman colors on top of this one. The Wrenchman ride gets the win. And the Hooligan ride will get that 2 spot. The 3 and the K go 1 and 2. Spencer and Wiley moving on. 17, 20 ladies experts, Moto number 86. Day, Sweet, Salvato, and Martin. Sweet on top of this one. Got Get a Grip colors in that 2 spot. Going to be the powerhouse Ava Day. All 4 ladies moving on. Just looking for that low pick in the main event. Sweet running the show down around. The Predator gets the win. Day, the Polar Bear, and Salvato. (21:30) ladies experts. Robeson, Kugler, and Huggins. The end bike is Becca Sues on the top spot. Robeson for the Velocious Sport crew. All 3 riders moving on once again. Just low picks on the line here in Moto number 87. And it's Becca Sues on the top spot. Robeson coming back at me. Vega colors in that 2 spot. Going to be Mama Hugs. The N, the 4, and the Nag 8. 1, 2, and 3. The last rack of the ladies here in the second round. This is the last rack of ladies here in the second round. Moto number 88. I got Bianca Lathan, the Czech chick, Sonia Badaniak, and Kelly Thalogu. Badaniak pops off at the top and flies down the second straightaway. Sia colors in the 2 spot. Wrenchman rocking in the back. It's Badaniak, Thalogu, and Lathan. 1, 2, and 3 once again. The Power FX Speed Co-Rider pulling away down that 3rd straight, hitting the bombshell, Pro Max, and J&R turn. In that 2 spot, it's the Logu and Lathan, 2 and 3. And that's how they'll finish once again. And the boys are back in town. 500 experts on the track, Moto number 89. I got Kiki Wang, Tanner Lomascolo, and the man in black, Lincoln Darling. Gold Cup plate on top, going to be Lucas Wang. Factory Daylight Hero ride pulling down in turn number 2. Got Sednick colors popping in that 2 spot. That's Lomascolo. It's Wang, Lomascolo, and Darling. 1, 2, and 3. New Daylight rider making his way around the last turn. He got the win in the first round. He's about to have 2 of a kind, and he will. Kiki's got 2 aces. Tanner and the man in black swap it up and are tied at 5 after 2 rounds. 6-year-old experts on the track, more total points racing. The Milo Man grabbed the ace in the first round, and Factory Alto is back on top once again. Cash Hibbett's got the 2 in the first round. He's sitting back in that 2 spot with Ridge back in the 3. It's Alto, Sprocket Kings, and the Chain Reactors 1, 2, and 3, but it's the Chesapeake BMX rider looking for a win once again here in the second round of the 6X class. Motor number 90 makes the way down the last straightaway, and the Milo Man's trying making. Oh man, Hibbett's came by. Hibbett's and Long are tied at 3. Spore has a couple of 3s. Nice race, boys. Motos number 91 and 92. Farrell, Moore, Hill, Brown, and Devolve. The National 45, the Rock 1, and the Nag 415, 1, 2, and 3. That's the Hot Rod. Lincoln Moore running the show down to that last turn. The Hot Rod looking to check into a main event. I got the Rock plate in that 2 spot. That's going to be Colton Hill. Moore, Hill, 1 and 2. The Nag 15 bike is Jameson Farrell on your last transfer spots. Going to the 2-8 at Cole Brown, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Eight-year-old experts on the track. Moto number 93. LePan, Beekman, Conneticut, and Sturgeon. Oh, we're bumping bars in that second turn. The Gold Cup 3 goes low. The E goes high. The GC3 is holding Beekman. The E-Bike, the Outlaw, Gunner, LePan. All 4 riders looking to check out, but we're battling for gate picks down to that last turn. The Bike Zone rider pulling to the top of this one. That's going to be LePan trying to hold on down this last straight out of Cape Cod BMX. The pump is on. The E-Bike gets the win. The GC3 going to get the 2 spot. The 48 and 11. Sturgeon and Conneticut 3 and 4. Semis on the table for the 9 expert class. We started the day with 16 riders. I got Lussier, Morrison, Forger, and Rome. Top 3 riders pounding down this last turn, but only 2 spots available in the semi. Down the last straight. Looks like the 31 bike of Sasha Forger. A-Rush on the top of this one. The A-Rush ride gets the win, and Lussier grabs that 2 spot. Bradfield, Zimbardo, and Lee. The 2 bike, Cobra Kai Bradfield for P&L Sports and Davis Racewear. He's running the show around turn number 2 in that 2 spot. It's got to be Kyle Lee for the Smash It Up Bike Shop. It's Bradfield and Lee, the 2 and the 24, going 1 and 2 around turn number 3. And the 2 and the 24 are headed to a semi-main event. Conneticut, Clark, and Fowler. The 5 bike up top, that's 50-50 Bentley Clark or Factory Roll With Us. The Roll With Us ride rolls down into turn number 2. Battle for that 2 spots where it's at. Right now it's the 18 bike trying to hold it down. The Island Misfit Toys rider, Kevin Conneticut, sitting on the outside. It's 50-50 Hawkeye and Skittles, 1, 2, and 3. Clark running it down this last straightaway. Big manuals on those top 2 spots. The 18 and the 5. The 18 and the 5 go 1 and 2. Hawkeye takes it at the line. 50-50 grabs that 2 spot. Those cats are headed to a semi-main event. 10-year-old experts on the track looking to check into a main event. This today, right here and right now. Seabury, Pinelli, DeSalza, Dalzis, and Rupp. 5 riders on the track, but only 2 spots available. Everyone hits the last turn at the same time, but only 2 riders are moving on from this one right here. Looks like it's going to be the 1-8 ride of Braxton Pinelli for Smash It Up Bike Shop with the J ride of Austin Seabury from Mythic BMX 1 and 2. The 18 and the J moving on. Sturgeon, Brunson, Rupp, Cox, and Wilson. 5 more riders on the track with only 2 spots available. Looks like it's going to be the Silent Assassin, Grayson Cox. Factory Full Tilt Riff. First one around turn number 2. The 1 and the 26 back there banging for that 2 spot. That's Leaping Lane Wilson and the Little Ripper Eli Rupp. All 3 of these cats in the last turn as our top rider pulls away right here. The Nag 6 gets it done, and Grayson is moving on to a main event, and our 2 spot's going to be Leaping Lane checking out. Moto number 99, your 11 expert class. Semis on the board today. I got Dobell, Perrin, Rocco, and Donovan. A-Rush Colors trying to get... Oh, man, Wicked Colors moving to the top. That's Dylan Dobell. A-Rush back to the 2 spot. That's Jess Perrin. It's Dobell. It's Perrin, 1 and 2. Dylan, he's moving on. And the 584 comes by. Jules Rocco also checks out. Nice race, boys. Kromowski, Kudel, Pfeiffer, and Rodriguez. Sean Carvajal's Factory LDC. I got Hilo on the top side of this one right here in that 2 spot. Looks like it's going to be the 4 ride of Billy Kromowski. It's Hilo and Billy 1 and 2. We got the 8 ride back in that 3 spot. That's Flying J. Jet Koodle sitting on the outside trying to find a line into a semi-main event. Hilo turns and burns. Rodriguez down this last straightaway, and the LDC does it once again. High-low and the 4 ride of Kromowski, 1 and 2. McMasters, Grillo, and Peck. 3 riders on the track right now. 2 more spots in the semi this round. This is moto number 101, moto 101. The 1 bike, Matt V. McMasters for Send It BMX. Matt V. And the 6th ride of Grillo, 1-2. Moto 102, last rack of your 11 expert class here in round 2. The Avalanche, Speedbee, and Ugenti. The GC3 going to be the Speedbee, Beckett, Cheney on top. Got the 31 and the 51 banging for that 2 spot right now. That's Ugenti. And the Avalanche back there, 2 and 3. The Crit Rider sitting on the outside, but we got a whole straightaway to go. Still going to be the Speedbee down this last straightaway. Beckett, Cheney for Smash It Up Bike Shop. Grabs the win in the second round. 2 spots going to go to the 31 bike of Ugenti. Gets it done. Twelve-year-old experts on the track, Moto 103. Moss, Gagnon, Perito, and Vieira. We got semis on the table for these cats, too. We started today with 17 riders. We're taking 2 out of this one to the semi right here. Wrenchman colors on top. The Beast, Reese Burrito doing his thing. Perito got the 30 bike in that 2 spot. That's Big Boss. It's the Beast and Big Boss going 1 and 2. Looks like Mythic colors in that 3 spot. Going to be just that guy. Dayton Vieira trying to get in there as well. The A bike making his way through. The Beast is moving on with the 30 bike of Big Boss, 1-2. Peter, Stanton, Oklopchich, and Martinez. I got the Ninja up top right now. We got box colors pulling in that 2 spot. Wow, the move. Oh, the 36 bikes. Mini Martinez went flying past Oklopchich. I got Stanton back in that 3 spot right now. It's Box, Daylight, Pack, BMX, 1, 2, and 3. Only 2 riders going to the show this time. Oklopchich takes it back. The Ninja. Oh, the boys are off the track. Stanton, he comes by. And the 2 spot's going to go to the 9 ride. Stanton Peters, 1 and 2. How about a big round of applause for our down riders, everybody? Davis, Calejo, and Rome. More 12 experts on the track right now. We're rolling through that 4 straightaway. All 3 of them looking to get in here, but only 2 spots for the semi this round. Here we go. I got a big 8 on top. Maybe that's a B. That's Calejo on the top spot. Factory Daylight colors. The B bike gets the win. The 1 ride. Rome in that 2 spot.
For over 35 years, J&R Bicycles has been delivering BMX around the world. With a live inventory website, same-day shipping, and a warehouse full of the best brands, J&R Bicycles is your one-stop shop for all things BMX. Click, buy, save at jrbicycles.com.
We're rocking down the second straightaway right now. We got Moto 105. All right, I got Davis, Kaleo, and Rome out there. The 7 bike, or the 1 bike on top, 3 bike. The 30 and the 24.
What moto are we on, Jim?
107. Letellier, Warner, Gonzalez, and Badoniak. Badoniak up top right now. Sia Colors pulling in that 2 spot. That's going to be J.D. Letellier. The finisher, Cooper Badoniak in the zone out of Hornets S BMX, rocking around this last turn. Gate 9 Colors back in that 3 spot. Going to be Old Bay. But it's the 1-5 and the 10 bike. Moving on. Rice, Forget, and Mazzara. 30 on the top spot right now. That's Nitro Nick Mazzara for the Gatekeepers crew. The Gatekeepers down into turn number 2. I got the 6-4 in that 2 spot. That's Logan Rice for Warp BMX. The 19 on the outside is the French Quebecer chasing the boys down through that 3rd straightaway. Moto 108 hits the last turn. Still the 3-0 on top right now. Gatekeepers down that last straightaway. Nitro Nick gets the win. Logan Rice gets the 2. 13-year-old experts once again. This is the last rack of the second round. Moto 109. Snyder, Schmiel, and Young. Braden Snyder up top. Got Daylight Colors in that 2 spot right now. That's going to be Blake Young. Schmiel sitting on the outside, but it's all Crank Lab into the last turn. The Horseheads rider looking for the win here in the second round. Moto number 109. Braden, he's on his way to a semi with the 1-3 of Blake Young, 1 and 2. Moving on to the 14 expert class. Semis on the board for these guys as well. Tulik, Keo Smith, and Ida Rolla. 1, 2, and 3. They roll through that 3rd straightaway. But we can't take them all to the show this time. Down the last straight we roll. It's the 10 bike of Chris Idarola. Idarola grabs the win. And Keo Smith gets the 2 spot. Cook, Rabinowitz, and Velu. I got Flying Ryan up top right now. The battles for that 2 spot. The 51, Tom Valu trying to hold down the 2 spot. I got the 9 bike back in that 3 spot. That's Mason Cook for the Senate National team, trying to dip back up into the top 2 spots. 1, 2, and 3. We roll it on turn number 3, but it's all Claiborne down the last straightaway. Flying Ryan Rabinowitz out of Music City with the win, and the 5-1. Tom Valu in that 2 spot. Williams, Hubbard, and Warner. Second turn action going down. We got a good one coming at you. Got to hurry up on the top spot. Got the kid back in that 2 spot. The Night Train back in the 3. 1, 2, and 3. They fly. Marshall goes popping into that first turn, mama. And down we go. Power of X Speedco goes back to the top. Wrenchman in that 2 spot. The kid. And hurry up. 1 and 2. You love it. You love it. Moto 113, 14 experts, Bowers, Lussier, and Gorbatuk. I got the cat on top right now, pulling down in the second turn. In that 2 spot, going to be the 6 bike. That's Lussier with Gorbatuk, the beast, back in that 3 spot, but it's all King Kitty right now. The Nag 12, ripping around the J&R turn and pounding on this last straightaway. The 6 bike, Lussier in that 2 spot. Lussier trying to go by. Lussier does go by. The cat will grab the 2. 15-year-old experts on the track. Andrews, Baskin, Guay, and Abbott. 2 riders going to a semi this time. We got 3 riders pulling through that 3rd straightaway. Oh, getting a little squirrely, but hanging on. Looks like the Pink Panther. Mason Abbott on top, rocking the Acre colors on this last straightaway. The 9 bike gets the win right here with the 491 of Guay in that 2 spot. Abbott and Guay moving on. Handy, Walters, Flynn, and Prey. Gold Cup plate on top out of Trilogy BMX. I'm looking at Chase Handy on the top of this one. Got Bike Doctor colors in that 2 spot. That's Mike Prey. It's Handy, Prey, and the 2-9 of Connor Flynn for Vega Racing 1, 2, and 3. Guy Brothers colors in that 4 spot. But only 2 riders moving on this one. The GC1 and the 39 go 1 and 2. Handy and Prey. Quick, Ligo, and Ming. Wyatt Quick on top right now, down into turn number 2. Rider in that 2 spot is going to be the 84 by Nate Ligo. It's Quick, Ligo, and Ming 1, 2, and 3. Pack BMX running the show down to that last turn. The 6 ride out of Akron BMX will grab the win here in the second round. The 84 bike, Ligo, for Chippendale out of Central Jersey, gets that 2 spot. 15-year-old experts on the track, Rome, Johnson, and Olbris. Last rack of the 15X class right now. We've got James Johnson rocking the top of this one. The NAG 13 doing it for the Raw Race Footage crew. Another Music City boy down the last straight. The NAG 13 grabs the win right here. The 5-bike, G.I. Joe in that 2 spot. '16-year-old experts, Tongovich, McCarthy, Lindemann, Deza, and Pinelli. The Wild Man and Lindemann go flying down into turn number 2. The GC1, the 43, got the 13 back in that 3 spot. That's Desmond Pinelli. Pinelli sitting on the outside right now, trying to go to a main event here in the 16 expert class, but it's all the Wild Man, Mikey Tongovich. Another Akron boy grabbing the win right here, Tongovich. He's moving on with the South Park ride of Archer Lindemann, 1 and 2. Dirks, Beyer, Dowling, Burge, and Toth. The 6 bike up top right now, that's the Cooper Star. I got Sia colors in that 2 spot. Maybe on 2 wheels. The 6 and the B it is. It's Beyer and Dirks. 1, 2, and moving on. 17 to 20-year-old experts. King, Whitaker, Lips, and Hamill. 3 bike on the move. I got Javon King for the Frequent Flyers. The Frequent Flyers got the D-bike pulling in there. That's Wesley Hamill. Hamill, King, 1, 2 down that last turn. King trying to stay on the track. Oh, boy. Whole straightaway left. 3rd place trying to find a little action himself, but here comes the D. Hamill grabs the win. Hamill. And I don't know how King held on, but he did. Those cats are on their way to a semi-main event. Toth, McGann, Beebe, and Ming. Chippendale colors on the move right now. The 10 bike Dylan McGann out of Central Jersey BMX. McGann on that top spot. Wrenchman colors in the 2 spot. That's Braden Beebe. I got the 9 ride back in the 3. That's Crazy Legs Hunter Ming for the local legends. 1, 2, and 3 with Toast sitting in that 4 spot. But 2 more spots in the semi here in this round. The 10 bike McGann gets it done for the Chippendale crew. In the 2 bike Beebe also moving on. Walker ain't a die. The 11 bikes on top, the 26 bikes in the 2 spot. That's Blaze Hester on top of this one. I got the Freight Train, Kate Aina in that 2 spot. Hester, Aina, 1 and 2. The 11 is checking out this round with the 26 ride of the Freight Train in that 2 spot. '21 to 25-year-old experts. Josh McCabe, Evan Mendito, and Crankin, Kerry McCready. Cyclecraft's Crankin, Kerry McCready's on the top of this one. I got Wrenchman colors, Josh McCabe, and the Elevate ride of Evan Mendito, 1, 2, and 3. McCready, McCabe, and Mendito. The 7, the E, and the 170. 1, 2, and 3. In Moto, 1, 2, 3. Thank you. 26-35 experts, Moto 124. Bowler, Alessandro, and Harney. Zach Bowler back on top. The Ghost Ride is Austin Harney in that 2 spot. Kyle Alessandro back in the 3, but it's the Gold Cup plate running the show down into turn number 3. The Drakewell ride grabs the win once again. Ghost gets the 2 spot, and Kyle Alessandro out of Woodland BMX will pick up the 3. .36-40 experts, Moto 125. Donovan, Healy, Donovan, Healy, and Carragher. Trinity colors on top side right now. That's going to be the 11 bike of Anthony Donovan. Donovan got the exit 3 ride in that 2 spot. That's Choo Choo Healy with Boo Carragher back in the 3. Donovan, Healy, Carragher, 1, 2, and 3. The 11, the 12, and the 38 coming down around. The 11 bike grabs the win here in round 2. The battle for the 2 spot is going to go to the 12 this round with a 38 back in the 3. Donovan, Healy, Carragher. Moto number 126. We're right almost done with the second round here. Almost done with the second round. Calvetti, Hotz, Morrison, Ecker, and Kent. Low picks on the line as we fly down the last straightaway. Rider up top will be Angus Morrison. Morrison gets the win. Ecker grabs that 2 spot. The GC2, Calvetti, Hotz, and Kent. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Moto 127 down that 3rd straightaway right now. I got the 4650 expert class. Savigny, Baglieri, Lips, Delion, and Benoit. All the old guys coming back at me. The 62 bike's on top right now. That's Lips. The 51 comes by, though. DeLeon, Island of Misfit Toys for that 4 ride. '51, '55 Experts Moto 128. I got Duke Dowling and Brisson. Coastal Colors up top right now. Going to be Mike Duke on the 1 spot. The 80 bike ripping down this last straightaway. Daylight Colors in the 2 spot. That's going to be Brian Brisson. It's Duke, Brisson, and Dowling 1, 2, and 3 in round 2. Nolan, Griffin, Sanders, Coates, and Gambos. We got 2 racks of 56 Nova Experts. I can only take 2 of these cats to a main event this time. We got some action going down in that last turn right now. 3 riders looking for the last 2 tickets. On top is the 87 bike. That's Vince, the Ghost, Griffin, the Ghost, and Sanders, the 87, the Nag 12. Moving on. Last rack of the second round. Looks like the Cadillac ripping down into turn number 2. We got Captain Rick Marceau in that 2 spot. It's Pack BMX National and Retribution Race Corps rolling through that 3rd straightaway, but it's all the Cadillac up top. Here comes Captain Rick trying to steal it in this last turn. No, a little 1-2 they roll. Gay, Marceau, Hunt 1, 2, and 3. The Cadillac's moving on, and Captain Rick is checking out, and that is the end of the second round.
Do you like BMX?
I like BMX.
Well, so do we.
Welcome to Full Tilt Bike Co., where we're a collective of young racers working to build the largest selection of BMX race products. But we're not your typical mail-to-order store. So make sure you check out the Full Tilt Bike Co. YouTube channel, where we do product spotlights, bike builds, and give out BMX racing tips and tricks.
Join the community and see what the new age of BMX product sales looks like. Bleh.
All right, guys, semis are staging up. If you got a semi, make your way to staging, please. Once again, semis are staging up. Semis are staging up. We got 14 semis today. They'll be quick. Let's go. I got the 9 experts kicking off the semis right here. I got the Missile, Jumping Jacks, Cobra Kai, Mismatch, the Mullet King, and Sasha Forget. Down into turn number 1 we go. The 9 experts pulling down and around. S-squared colors coming up to the top right here. It's going to be Mismatch. Christian Merzine on the top spot. Identified colors going to be Fur Catch in that 2 spot. Mismatch, Fur Catch 1 and 2. The G-Bike back in the 3 spot. That's the Mullet King with Forget sitting in the 4. 4 spot is 3 wide right now, and everyone ripping down this last straightaway. Mismatch. The Nag 13, he's moving on. Fur Catch. The G in Fur Catch. And we're going to check 4th place. Jones, Gibbler, Fowler, Lee, Clark, and Lussier. Squirrely Jones popping off to the top, rocking the factory answer colors down that second straightaway. The GC2 on the move. Got the 9 bike in that 2 spot. That's Grambo. It's Jones and Grambo 1 and 2 with the 1-8 bike. A Hawkeye back in the 3 spot. Roll with us colors sitting in the 4 spot. Got to be 50-50. Bentley Clark trying to hold on to that 4 spot. Last turn action going down right now. But it's all Jones on top. Squirrely gets the win. Grambo grabs the 2 spot. Hawkeye. And the last spot's going to the 5 bike. 50-50 Bentley Clark. 11-year-old experts, semi number 3, Lander, Caldwell, Rodriguez, Fuller, Improto, Waters, McMasters, and Cheney. Factory answer once again. This time I'm looking at Winky. Grayson, Lander on top. Got the K ride in the 2 spot. That's Deuce, Coop, Fuller. It's Lander. It's Fuller. The National 73 and the Nag 18 back there. That's the Punisher. And high-low 1, 2, 3, and 4. Factory answer running in this last turn. Daylight pulling in the 2 spot. Power Effects. John Carvalho's LDC 1, 2, 3, and 4. I just jumped off that thing and almost died. National 16, K. National 73 and the Nag 18. I did. Semi number 4, Peters, Kromowski, Dobell, Rocco, Williams, Gutierrez, Grillo, and Ugenti. Alto colors popping off at the top this time. That's going to be the Jackpot, Titus Williams. I got the Jackpot on top. Got the O-Dog rocking that 2 spot. Dylan Dobell back in the 3. Battle for the 4 is everyone else. Here comes the 4 bike ripping in there. That's going to be Billy Kromowski trying to hold down that 4, but it's Alto, J&R, Wicked, 1, 2, and 3. The Alto ride, the Jackpot, Titus Williams, the Nag 18. He's checking out. The O-Dog, Dylan Dobell, and Kromowski all moving on. Semi number 5, 12-year-old experts on the track. Widener, Macias, Callejo, Perito, Rome, and Stanton. Factory answer, the J-Dog, Coy, Widener on top right now. Widener pulling down in the second turn. Rider in that 2 spot. Looks like it's Macias. It's Widener, Macias, 1 and 2. I got Perito back in that 3 spot. And down this last straightaway, it's all factory answer once again. Raptor BMX in the 2 spot. Widener, Macias, Perito, Rome. Kelso, Slay, the Rocket, Big Boss, Just That Guy, and Alex Peters. Down the second straight we roll right now here at the 12 Expert semi-main event. Rider up top got the 30 on his bike. That's Joseph Kelso. Kelso got the nag 13 in the 2 spot. That's the Rocket. Alexander Martin from Factory Redmond got Slay back in that 3 spot. The 12 Experts flying down the last straightaway. The 30 from Upstate gets the win. The Rocket grabs the 2. Slay grabs the 3. And the R-Ride of Big Boss in that 4 spot. Semi number 7, your 13 expert class. Got the Carter Man, Cyclone, Porky, the Missouri Missile, Blake Young, Logan Rice, Shoeless, Blake Grable, and Ivan Miranda. Factory Rift Tangents, Carter Man, Carter Hart on the top spot. The National number 2 pounding down into that second turn. Factory Ange Colors, we Porky Fisher in that 2 spot. It's Hart, it's Fisher 1 and 2 with the 1 to 14 going 3 and 4. That's McClone, that's Curly trying to hold it down. Daylight Colors sitting on the outside right now, trying to find a way in is Blake Young, and here come the boys. Hart's checking out. Fisher, McClone, and Curly. Semi number 8, more 13-year-old experts. Spot 'em, got 'em. Cody B, Braden Snyder, Nitro Nick, Chase Kazi, the finisher, JD Letillier, and Cole Muller. Factory signed at LSG comes out ripping down that second straight. That's Spot 'em, got 'em. Raylan Bryland out of Rock Hill BMX. Bryant on the move in that 2 spot. Got the Bike Doctor Colors. That's going to be Cody B. It's the Nag 11 and the 10 going 1 and 2. Got the 5 bike back in the 3 spot. That's Chase Kazi. Battle for the 4 spot is crazy. Bike Zone Colors trying to hold on. Back at me. Bryant, Van Kestern, the 5 and the 1. That's Braden Snyder. That's Crank Lab Colors, actually. Kazi and Snyder getting it done 3 and 4. 14 experts, Minell, Stravopolis, Santana, Idarola, Rabinowitz, Dowdy, Lussier, and Hubbard. Here we go. Mad Max, PowerFX, Spico popping off to the top. The H-Bike, that's the Cannon, Zan and Santana in the 2 spot. It's Mad Max and the Cannon going 1 and 2. Jake back in the 3 spot. The Reaper with the 8 ride. Oh, who's in the 2? It's the H in the 2 spot. That's Idarola, my bad. Minell, Idarola, Stravopolis, Santana. Porter, Day, Gordon, Gray, Warner, Velo, Bowers, and Keo Smith. 14-year experts ripping around the first turn and getting lined up. I got the regulator, Warren Gordon up top. Gordon got PowerFX Colors dipping into that 2 spot. That's going to be the Kid Marshall Warner. Get a Grip Colors. Going to be the Fireball back in the 3 spot. 1, 2, 3 they roll, but it's all Warren G right now. Regulators mount up. Gordon gets the win. The Kid Marshall Warner, the GC3, and the 10. Taylor, Goris, Berenz, Guay, Musarella, Olbrus, Quick, and Ligo. Factory S squared up top. That's going to be Alec Taylor on the top spot. Get a rush color. It's going to be Berens in the 2 spot. Black Crown back in the 3 at the moment. Rolling is Braden Goris. 1, 2, and 3. They fly. All Alec Taylor. The nag 7 pounding on this last straightaway. The nag 7 and the nag 5 go 1 and 2. The R and the 491. Goris and Guay 3 and 4. 15 experts once again. Semi number 12. Kopetsky, Abbott, Corbell, Johnson, Huggins, Dixon, Handy, and Prey. Got to be T-Rex on top. Vega Racing popping off to the top. Got Factory Send LSG, Jackson Kopetsky in that 2 spot. Looks like James Johnson back in the 3 with the 28 ride of the Moose. Lucas Corbet in that 4 spot. But it's all T-Rex rolling down to that last turn. Huggins on the move. Kopetsky in that 2 spot. Johnson back in the 3. Huggins, Kopetsky, Johnson, and the 28 ride of the Moose. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Semi number 13, 17, 20 experts. Marshall, Bertoli, McGann, Hester, Dye, and Aina. Factory answer, Max Marshall, the nag 14, ripping down that second straightaway. Got daylight colors, going to be Bertoli in that 2 spot. Marshall, Bertoli, 1 and 2. I got Hester, I got McGann, 3 and 4. Dye sitting on the outside. Aina in that 6 spot. The 17-20 experts coming ripping back at me. Marshall, he's checking out Bertoli. He's moving on. Hester and McGann, 3 and 4. The last semi of the day, just like that. Mendito, Herrera, Moscato, Hamill, Beebe, and King. Semi number 14 flying down the second straightaway. Rider on top. Gotta be the Sharks swimming topside right now. The National 70 bike. Herrera goes rolling right by me. Black Crown colors pulling in that 2 spot. That's Mendito. The Sharks swimming up top. The Skull Crusher pulling in the 2. The Moose back in the 3 spot. It's Enrique, the Skull Crusher, and the Moose. 1, 2, and 3 with your D-Rider Hamill pulling in that 4 spot. And our semis are done just like that. Main event's coming up here shortly.
Also, need a
Do you like BMX?
I like BMX.
Well, so do we.
Welcome to Full Tilt Bike Co., where we're a collective of young racers working to build the largest selection of BMX race products. But we're not your typical mail-to-order store. So make sure you check out the Full Tilt Bike Co. YouTube channel, where we do product spotlights, bike builds, and give out BMX racing tips and tricks.
Join the community and see what the new age of BMX product sales looks like. Bleh.
USA BMX, where everyone rides.
Brace.
Hey guys, we're looking for 2 more helpers for the trophy crew. If you come hand out some tickets, you can get a free t-shirt for helping out. We need 2 more helpers for the trophy crew. Two more helpers for the trophy crew. We need 2 more helpers for the trophy crew. We need 1 more helper for the trophy crew. 1 more helper for the trophy crew. 1 more. Anybody? Say this guy's in too. Main events are staging up. Main events are staging up, guys. You guys ready for some main events? Ooh, that might be the best reaction I've ever got. Here we go. 600 mixed open main event number 4. Popping off down that front straightaway. Case, Baratow, Dijon, Tommaso, and Thomas. Looks like at least 3 riders showed up for this round. Let's find out who's out there. Down the second straight we go. Looks like a 3-2 of Racing, Grayson Baratow for Bad Apple Racing on the top of this one. In that 2 spot, the 117 is William Case. It's Case, Racing, Grayson, and the 206 of the Ladybug, Lena Thomas, 1, 2, and 3. Bad Apple colors all down in that last turn. The Cape Cod rider looking for the win here in the 600 mixed open as he rips down this last straightaway, puts the gas on. And Racing Grayson gets the win. Case going to get that 2 spot, and the Ladybug will get the 3. $50-50 has been pulled. Raffles have been pulled. All the numbers are over here at the registration building. At the tents in front of the registration building. Go find out if you guys won. 50-50 has been pulled. Raffle tickets been pulled. Share your winnings with a beautiful voice. And here we go. 7-8 mixed open main event number 5. Leclerc, Payant, Pangione, and Moreau. The 22 bike pulls down in the first turn. That's Will Leclerc on the move. In that 2 spot, I'm looking at the 374 bike, I believe. It is with the borrowed ride back in that 3 spot. You can't stop Super Duper Z. She'll take any bike and she'll just go cruising. The 22 bike, though, Leclerc still doing his thing down that 3rd straightaway. The 22, the 374, the National 95, and the 268. 1, 2, 3, 4 here in main event number 5. But it's all Will Leclerc right now. Leclerc grabs the win. Payant, Pangione, and Moreau. Nine, 10 mixed open main event number 6. Guadalupe Segura, Kiki Spence, the Hummingbird LaJoy, Little Nuge, Jacob Nugent, Gabby Suarez, and Evelyn Dijon Tommaso. Nag played on top, and now PowerFX Speeco going to be Guadalupe out of Capital City BMX. Segura turns and takes off. Got the GC3 of Spence in that 2 spot. The Gold Cup 2, that's the Hummingbird. And the Nuge 1, 2, 3, and 4. Segura, Spence, LaJoy, Nugent, the Nag 13, the Gold Cup 3, the Gold Cup 2, and the B flying down around turn number 3. But it's all PowerFX Speeco on top. PowerFX gets the win right here. Spence, LaJoy, Spence, Nugent. Getting our down rider checked out over in the 2nd straight. Big round of applause, everyone. About to ride it out. Eleven, 12 mixed open. The Factory Girl, Zari Reina, the Firefly, Sophia Farrell, the Wild One, Tatum Wellborn, Mateo Sola Rivest, and the Meatball, Eva Rush. The Factory Girl pops off to the top. We got daylight colors. Is that It's going to be the roll with us ride. It's the Firefly in the 2 spot. It's Urena. It's Farrell 1 and 2. The Nag 1 and the Gold Cup 1 going 1 and 2 with the Nag 8 back in that 3 spot. Urena doing her thing, looking for the win here in the 11-12 mixed open class. She is rolling right now down that last straightaway. The Factory Girl gets the win once again. The Firefly pulls into that 2 spot. The Wild One and the Meatball 1, 2, 3, and 4 with Revest in that 5 spot. (15-16) mixed open main event number 8. I got Zach Thieball, Addison Spencer, Callie Kopetsky, and Violet Mungyu. Zach on top right now, getting chased down by all the ladies down into turn number 2. It's Thieball on the move. I got Spencer in that 2 spot. Kopetsky and Mungyu 1, 2, 3, and 4. The 398 and the 3 going 1 and 2. But it's all Zach down that last straightaway. The Rock Hill Rider gets the win. Spencer gets that 2 spot. Factory send to LSG and the Chaos Squad 3 and 4. Main event number 9, 7-8 open. I got Darling, Devolve, and Hibbets. Hudson Devolve's been running the show all day long. He's got a couple of aces, but he's trying to go for a perfect score. Oh, Top Rider goes down. Bike goes flying. The 49, Devolve stays on his bike. Darling in that 2 spot. Let's give a big round of applause to Cash Hibbets, everybody. Down to that last turn, it's all Hudson once again. Out of Whitney Mesa BMX, this dude's been flying all day long. Devolve gets the perfect score of 3 points. Darling will get the 2 in the main event, and Hibbets will get the 3. However, the 49 gets the 1 overall. The 23 will get the 2, and the Nag 7 will get the 3. One more big round of applause for Cash, everybody. Main event number 10, your 9-10 open class. Cox, Pieper, Moreau, Castellano, Seabury, Forget, Brunson, and Lussier. Down the second straight that we roll. Rider up top's got to be the Speed Train Luke Pieper, rocking the Factory S squared colors. Got the Silent Assassin Grayson Cox for Factory Full Tilt Rift in the 2 spot. The Nag 4, the Nag 6 got the 774 Moreau back in the 3. Here come the boys. Down to the last turn. The Silent Assassin goes to the top of this one. Factory Full Tilt ripping down the last straightaway. S squared back to the 2 spot. Cox, Pieper, 1 and 2. Moreau and Fast Cast. Main event number 11, your 11-12 open class. Lander, Peters, Macias, Perrin, Dobell, Kromowski, Gutierrez, and Improda. Got to be Winky Lander up top. Factory Answer doing it out of Trilogy Park BMX. Your National 16 rolls down into turn number 2. Got the O-Dog Peters in that 2 spot for the J&R crew. Going to be the Nat 73, the Punisher back in that 3 spot. We got A-Rush colors popping in the 4. That's Jess Perrin. It's Answer, J&R, Power Effects, and A-Rush down the last straightaway. Lander, Peters, Improda, Perrin, Macias. Or maybe that was Gutierrez. Main event number 12, your 13-14 open class. Minell, Santana, Lussier, Hubbard, Williams, Curley, and Forget. Looks like Mad Max on the top right now. Got the Cannon popping in that 2 spot. Going to be the Night Train back in that 3 spot. Power Effects Speedco running the show. The Cannon trying to hold on for that 2 spot. It's the Nag 18, the 8 going 1-2. Oh, man. The Night Train dips into that 2 spot, but it's still Minell on top. The Trumbull Rider gets the win in the 8. Santana and Williams 2 and 3. Main event 13, your 15-16 open class. I got Wyatt Quick, Julian McCarthy, and Jackson Kopetsky. Kopetsky's been running the show all day long. The Factory Center LSG Riders got a couple of aces after 2 rounds. Quick's got a couple of 2s, and McSteezy's got a couple of 3s. And they're running just like that, 1, 2, and 3 once again. Jackson rolling down this last turn. This dude is gone right now. He's got Quick in that 2 spot. The Nag 16, the 6, and the 61, 1, 2, and 3. And they'll finish just as they cross. (17-20 open. Dye, Hamill, Beebe, Aina, and Stadolski. Looks like Wesley Hamill popping off to the top, looking for that D-bike, ripping around that first turn, and it is D all over that top spot right now. Wrenchman colors in the 2 spot. Got to be Braden Beebe. It's Hamill. Beebe 1 and 2 with the die guy back in the 3 spot. I got the freight train. I got Sadolski going 4 and 5, but it's all Sia, Wrenchman, S squared. 1, 2, and 3. The lethal threat rider rocking in that 4 spot. Here come the boys, everybody. Hamill grabs the top of the podium. Die, Beebe, Aina, and Stadolski. (9-10) Girls Cruisers main event number 15. The Lightning Bug, Selena White, Isla Norris, Emily Sebastio, and the Goose, Lainey Murphy. Down in the first turn we go. I got Richfield Park colors popping off to the top. That's going to be the GC3 of the Lightning Bug. The ASA Send It Fly girl rolling down into turn number 2 in that 2 spot. Going to be the 8 ride. The 1 and the 8 back there. That's Sebastio in that 2 spot. The bombshell rides Isla Norris back in that 3. The Gold Cup 3. White, Norris. I need Emily Sebastio back to the finish line. Sebastio back to the finish line. Main event 16 down the last straightaway, and everyone's favorite Irish racer, Kay Larney Gray, the National Nintendo, gets the win. I have Dowdy in that 2 spot. Snyder, Morrison, and Muller 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah. You're good. Isla Norris. We need Isla Norris to the finish line. Down that last straightaway, factory answer. It's going to be Addison Dakar on the win. Addison Dakar gets the win. McCain grabs the 2 spot. The e-bike, that Stinks McGee in the 3. Isla Norris to the finish line. Main event 18, Pierce, Sweet, Wiley, Clark, Stone, Olsen, Russell, and Ligo. Down around the first turn we go. Got a Cyclecraft colors popping off the top. The National 88. That's the Tater Tot Tatum Pierce. Pierce has got Sweet in that 2 spot. It's the Tot and the Heartbreaker going 1 and 2 with a 3 bike of Wiley back in that 3 spot. See you colors, the Stunt Girl rocking in the 4 right now. It's all turn take off. It's still Factory Cyclecraft out of Daytona BMX. Pierce, Sweet, Wiley, Stone, and the Animal 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Main event 19, your 17-20 ladies cruiser class. Rachel, Sweet, Lyman, Day, and Edwards. Factory Claiborne colors up top right now. Looking at Mayhem, Marley, Rachel, your National 34 bike. I got the Predator, Pippa Sweet in that 2 spot. It's Rachel, Sweet, 1 and 2 with the 4 right of the Powerhouse. And the Movie Star with Turbo Taylor in the 5. The 17-20 ladies cruisers rip around the J&R turn, but the Claiborne ride tries to hold on for a whole other straight. Mayhem gonna get the win right here. The Predator gets the 2 spot. The Powerhouse, the Movie Star, and Turbo Taylor 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. (36-40) ladies cruisers. DeLucia, Provost, and Huggins. Mama Hugs. Vega Racing already got 2 aces, and she's right back on top once again. DeLucia out of Wakefield BMX and AC Auto. She's got a couple of 2s, and Sophie Provost has got a couple of 3s, and they're rolling like that once again. The 1, the H, and the 218 going 1, 2, and 3 around turn number 2. But it's all Vega Racing rolling through that 3rd straightaway. Mama Hugs grabs herself a perfect score of 3 points. DeLucia gets the 2, and Provost gets the 3, and they'll finish just as they cross. Kugler, DeLeon, Dirks, and Lindemann. Time to Shine pops off to the top of this one. That's Sparky Kugler. The 5 bike. Sitting in that 2 spot. Going to be El Jefe. El Jefe, Azalia, DeLeon. Kugler, DeLeon, Dirks, and Lindemann. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Time to Shine, Rocket, and on 2 wheels, ladies, going 3 and 4. But it's all Time to Shine up top out of Chesapeake BMX. The VMP rider is sitting in that 2 spot. Another Chesapeake rider and your South Park girl, 1, 2, 3, and 4, but it's Time to Shine up top. Kugler looking to stay at the top of the podium. That's where she'll be standing tonight. Kugler gets the win. La Jefe gets that 2 spot. Dirks and Peta, 1, 2, 3, and 4. $51 to $55-year-old ladies cruisers. The Czech chick sitting with a couple of aces right now. The Logo's got a couple of 2s, and Lathan's got a couple of 3s. Down into turn number 1 we go. Power Effects pulls to the top. Sia and Wrenchman going 2 and 3 like we've been rolling all day long. It's Badonic, the Logo, and Lathan 1, 2, and 3. Badonic looking for the perfect score herself right now. The Sia ride trying to hold on to that 2. The Wrenchman ride back in the 3. It's the Nag 2, the Nag 8, and the 2. 1, 2, and 3 once again. Badonic gets the win overall. The Logo gets the 2, and Lathan gets the 3. And they'll finish just as they cross. 7 and under cruisers. Here come the boys. Brammer, Hansen, Lomascolo, Hill, Moore, McShay, Grillo, and Spore. Factory S squared colors rolling down into turn number 1. Got to be Lomascolo taking off to the top of this one. Oh, man. Things changing up, though. Oh, they're bumping bars on the second straightaway. I got the Mohawk, Beckett Brammer in that 2 spot. It's Lomascolo, the Nag 10. It's Brammer in the 2. The Nag 8 and the 685. It's the Hot Rod Lincoln Moore and Beckett Hansen. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We lost the Mohawk. Around the last turn, Noah ripping away from everyone. The Nag 10 does it for the Factory S Square crew. The 685, Hansen, the Nag 8, the Hot Rod Lincoln Moore. And the Bike Zone ride in that 4 spot. Checking our down rider real quick. Big round of applause for our down rider, everyone. Eight-year-old cruises. LePam, Beekman, and Groper. Main event 24 on the track right now. Total points racing all day long. Got one rider sitting with 2 points. The other 2 riders tied at 5, so the battle is for that 2 spot. Bryce Grover pulling away right now. Island of Misfit Toys colors once again on top out of Bethel Supercross BMX. Grover is flying right now. Bike Zone going to be the Outlaw Gunner. LePan in that 2 spot. Beekman sitting in that 3 spot. But the Cats are rolling down to the last turn. All around the last turn by himself and down the last straightaway. Grover gets the perfect score, a 3 on the day. LePan holds on for the 2 and Beekman gets the 3, and they'll finish just as they cross. Nine-year-old cruisers, main event 25. Clark, Jones, Castley, Merzion, Bradfield, Lee, Gibbler, and Kent. Squirrely Jones rocking the factory answer colors down that second straightaway. The GC1 on the move. Got Mismatch pulling in that 2 spot. It's the GC1 and the Nag 5 going 1 and 2. Back in the 3 spot right now. The 21, that's Cobra Kai. Try to hold down the 3. All the dudes rolling down to the last turn, but it's still Squirrely up top. Jones trying to hold on a little bit longer. Jones, Mismatch down the last straightaway. Squirrely grabs the win. Mismatch. Woo, it's a 2. Ten-year-old cruisers on the track. Wilson, Huggins, Rupp, Nugent, Dakar, and Wallace. Main event 26. Ripping around turn number 1. Vega colors pop off to the top. Going to be Zio, the Grasshopper Huggins. Zio on the move. Got a Gold Cup plate rocking in that 2 spot. You got to be Leaping Lane Wilson. It's the Grasshopper and Leaping Lane 1 and 2. I got the Bear back in the 3 spot. The 2, the GC2, and the GC3, 1, 2, and 3. Nugent sitting in that 4 spot, but it's all the Grasshopper right now. Vega racing down the last straight, and Zio gets the win overall. Leaping Lane pulls in the 2. The Bear and Little Nuge 3 and 4. Double D and Flawless Wallace 5 and 6. 11-year-old cruisers, Fuller, Rodriguez, Rocco, Waters, Kudel, Doen, Grillo, and Ugenti. Daylight colors ripped down in the first turn. Going to be Deuce Cooper Fuller out of Freedom Park BMX. California boy running the show down into turn number 2 in that 2 spot. Looks like it's going to be the factory Sean Carvajal's LDC ride of high-low Sebastian Rodriguez. Fuller, Rodriguez, 1-2. The last spot on the podium is hot right now. We got 2 riders banging for that 3rd spot, and around the last turn we fly. Daylight and the LDC coming back at me. Fuller, Rodriguez, the 3 and the 584. Kudel and Rocco. Main event 28, your 12 cruiser class. Martin, Semplis, Martinez, Moss, Perito, Oklopchich, and Stanton. Down in the first turn we ride. I'm hearing some bikes going down. We'll find out who's still standing. Redmond colors on the top of this one right here. That's going to be the Rocket Alexander Martin. Got the 13 and the 1 back there, 2 and 3. That's the big boss. That's the Monohorn. It's Martin, Moss, and Semplice, 1, 2, and 3. Looks like Perito back in that 4 spot. Here come the boys, everybody. The Redmond ride. Down the last straightaway, the Rocket gets the win right here. Big Boss, the Moto Hornet, and the Beast. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's give a round of applause to all of our down riders, everybody. Thirteen-year-old cruisers, main event 29. The Cyclone, Easton McClone, Chase Kazi, Cody V, Blake Young, Shoeless Blake Grable, the finisher Kuba Badaniak, J.D. Letillier, and Cole Muller. The C-Bikes on top. That's the Cyclone right now doing it for the Bike Zone crew out of Cape Cod BMX. McClone turns and takes off. Got the 4 ride of Cody V in that 2 spot. The 8 bike back at the 3 is Blake Young rocking the factory Daylight Hero colors out of Music City BMX. But it's all the Cape Cod rider right now. The C-Bike ripping down this last straightaway, and the Cyclone gets the win overall. Van Kestern, Young, and Kazi. Fourteen-year-old cruisers, main event number 30. Rabinowitz, Cook, Dowdy, Warner, Gorbatuk, and Day. Gold Cup plate on top right now. Got the Get a Grip ride on the top of this one. That's got to be the Fireball Hayden Day. The GC1 turning and burning. Flying Ryan in that 2 spot. Day, Rabinowitz, and Dowdy 1, 2, and 3, but it's all the Fireball right now trying to hold on for a whole other straight. All the cats rip and dip, but it's still Day down the last straightaway. Day, Rabinowitz. Ooh. That was way too close to call right there. "15-year-old cruisers, Andrews, Johnson, Berens, Musarella, Huggins, Olbris, Dixon, and Ming." Oh, man, T-Rex and the Vega Racing. The Huggins family is crazy fast. I got Rocco Anderson in that 2 spot. Looks like James Johnson back in the 3. Beren sitting in that 4 spot. Rocco goes top of this one right here. I Am Cook colors to the top and down the last straightaway. I Am Cook, Vega, 1, 2. Andrews, Huggins, Johnson, Berens, Musarella. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Owen, Stiebel, Lindemann, Morris, Dirks, Tongovich, Dowling, and Burge. Down into turn number 1, we roll. Rider on top's got the 1-0 on his bike. That's Tegan Stiebel out of Eagle County BMX. Stiebel ripping around, got the Wildcat in that 2 spot. Micah Owens doing it for the end of zone crew. Back in the 3 spot. We got a heater for that throw. Ooh, Lindemann holds on down the last straightaway. The 10 bike, Stiebel, the 2 bike, the Wildcat, the 11, and the GC1. The comeback kid, and Mikey Tongovich, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Main event 33, your 1720 cruiser class. Moscato, Hester, Whitaker, Herrera, McGann, Ming, Lips, and Walker. In Enrique, the Sharks go swimming topside down that second straightaway. In that 2 spot, looks like Chippendale colors. Got to be McGann. It's the National 45 plate on top of this one. Herrera rolling through. McGann, the 11 bike in that 2 spot. Hester back in the 3. The Moose rocking in the 4. But it's all the Sharks swimming first to the line. Herrera gets the win. McGann gets the 2. Hester, Moose, and Scrappy 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. .2130 cruiser, main event number 34. Bramer, Mendito, Thurwichter, and Harney. Rock plate on top, going to be the Rhino, Ryan Bramer. Doing it for Factory Premier Racing Team out of South Park BMX. The Rock 1 got Mendito in that 2 spot. It's the ROC 1 and the 323 going 1 and 2. Ghost Colors back in that 3 spot. Harney and the Sea Rider Moneybags 1, 2, 3, and 4. The Rhino got a hole straight in front of him right here. Bramer gets the win. Mendito gets the 2. Harney and Thurwichter 3 and 4. 31 to 35-year-old cruisers, Gold, Dolan, and Healy. The Exit 3 rider has got a couple of aces. Steve Healy pulls off to the top once again. Roger Gold back to that 2 spot. Scotty Dolan sitting in the 3. It's the GC1, the 1 and the 12 going 1, 2, and 3 once again, this time in the main event of the 31-35 cruiser class. The Foothills rider off on a mission for a perfect score. The Wakefield rider trying to steal one from him. Both these dudes making the manual action and pumping and jumping down into that last turn. Healy, Gold, and Dolan 1, 2, and 3, and they'll finish just as they cross. .36 to 40-year-old cruisers, more total points racing, main event style. I got the Choo Choo, Tommy Healy, Boom Boom Bilotti, and Brant Kinder. Boom Boom goes ripping down that second straightaway. He's got 2 of a kind already, but he's looking for 3. Bethel Supercross, factory roll with us. The Nag 10. Burning right by me. Brant Kinder in that 2 spot. Choo-choo. Back in that 3. It's the Nag 10, the 153 and the 3, 1, 2, and 3 around turn number 3 with a whole 4 straight to go. But it's Boom Boom first to the stripe. Kinder and Choo-choo 2 and 3, and they'll finish just as they cross. 41 to 45-year-old cruisers, main event 37. Coach Lubes, the Pink Mango, Kyle Peters, and Mike Tubiak. Lubes goes ripping down that second straight. Got the Pink Mango in that 2 spot. It's Luby, Oliviera 1 and 2. The Sea Rider flying down into turn number 2. Big manual from the Mango right there. I got Peters. I got Tubiak 3 and 4. But it's all Sea right now. Brendan Luby goes for a cruise down that last straightaway. He's going to get the win overall. The Mango grabbed the 2 spot. Peters, Tubiak 3 and 4. Main event 38, your 46 to 50-year-old cruiser class. I got Huggy Bear, the Old G, Brad Muller, Keith Newell, and Ludacliff. Looks like the Bear up top right now. Huggins burning down that second straightaway. He's got the Old G, Gilberto De Leon in that 2 spot. It's Vega and Rocket going 1 and 2. Back in that 3 spot. I got Muller. I got Newell. I got Benoit 3, 4, and 5. But they all got to chase Huggy Bear down this last straightaway. Oh, man, the Old G puts the move on. Both these cats down the last straightaway. The 1 and the 23. The pump is on. The Huggy Bear, the Old G, Muller, Newell, and Ludacliff. Main event 39, 51 to 55-year-old cruisers. Dallas, Brisson, Hanville, and Langlis. I've said that name like 4 different ways today. Maybe by Sunday we'll get it right. Gold Cup plate popping down that second straight. Going to be Matt Dallas with the Sia crew. Sia all over the top spot. Factory Daylight in that 2 spot. It's Dallas, Brisson, Langlis. The GC1 turn. We're going to get a rider checked out in that second turn right now. Dallas gets the win overall. Brisson's going to get the 2 spot. And the 3 will get the 3. We'll be right back with you.
For over 35 years, J&R Bicycles has been delivering BMX around the world. With a live inventory website, same-day shipping, and a warehouse full of the best brands, J&R Bicycles is your one-stop shop for all things BMX. Click, buy, save at jrbicycles.com.
'56 to '60 Cruiser main event number 40. Mike Nathanson, the Tomahawk Tom Johnson, Nigel Cummings, Leslie Sanders, the BLT Chris Edwards, the Mad Dog Evan Hunt, and Dave Tumalo. Bike Zone Colors ribbon down in turn number 2. We got the National 85 right of Mike Nathanson up top. Got the Tomahawk 1 and 2. The National 85 and the Gold Cup 1. Back in that 3 spot. I'm looking for Nigel Cummings, the GC2. It is, but it's still the Nat 85 down that last straightaway. Nathanson, Johnson, Cummings, Sanders, Lewis, Hunt, Edwards, and Tumalo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. The Diaper Dashers, the Cookie Snatchers, the leaders of the Free World Rookies. Here come your 500 Navis, everybody. I got Ava Mirzayan, Lena Thomas, Nolan Carpenter, Lin Wang, Hudson Romano, Piper Spore, Oakley Hibbets, and Liam Rudiger. All the little kittens getting situated as they roll down the second straightaway. The rider up top. Looks like it's going to be the 184 of Nolan Carpenter. Carpenter's got Mirzayan in that 2 spot. It's the 184 and the 13 going 1 and 2 down around turn number 2. The 184 rolling Nolan Carpenter, Mirzayan, Romano, Thomas, and Spore. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, man, action happened up top. The young lady rips to the top of this one. Nolan tries to take it back. They're bar to bar on this last straightaway. Carpenter, Mirzayan, 1 and 2. The 184 and the 13. Carpenter, Mirzayan, 1 and 2. Romano, Thomas, Spore, Six-year-old Navis on the track, main event 42. Melanson, Kudel, Rivest, and Dijon Tommaso. Down around the first, here we go. We got 2 riders battling down that second straightaway for the top of this one. But the 21 comes out on top. That's Grace Kudel out of Chandler BMX. Kudel's on the 1 spot right now. In that 2 spot, the 182, Cameron Melanson. It's Kudel, Melanson, Rivest, and Dijon Tommaso. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The young lady pulling away from the pack right now as she pulls into that last turn. Gracie looking for the win overall on the day. And she just got it done. Yeah. Say whatever you want. Kudel gets the win. Melanson gets the 2 spot. Rivest and Dijon Tommaso, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Navi's on the track right now. Main event 43. Tristan Flynn, Jake Maher, and Emily Lemieux. Flynn's got a couple of aces. Maher's got a couple of 2s. Lemieux's got a couple of 3s. Looking for the 5-8 on top, but no, I got the 190 at Jake Maher on the top side right now. Flynn, Vega Racing Colors, sitting in that 2 spot. We got a whole 2 straights left. Total points racing all day long for the 7 Navis. The 190, the 58, and the 219 going 1, 2, and 3. Maher's got a couple of 2s, but he's trying to grab that main event win. Flynn trying to get back on top as we fly down this last straightaway. The 190 gets the main event win. Flynn gets the 2 and Lemieux gets the 3. However, the 58 bike gets the 1 overall. The 190 will get the 2 for the day, and the 219 gets the 3. Main event 44, your 9 novice class. Jackson Coleman's been running the show all day long. Is the 135 back on top? Yes, he is. He's the first one down the second straightaway. Sitting in that 2 spot. Looks like the 835 of the glitch. Looks like we're missing a rider out there. 9 Navis hit the last turn. Jackson Coleman will get the perfect score of 3. And the glitch will get the 2 overall. And they'll finish just as they cross. 11-year-old novice is on the track right now. Main event, 45 more total points race. And this time, Rin has got a couple aces, and she is back on top. The young lady goes pulling down into turn number 2 in that 2 spot. I'm looking for Hayden Wilson, the 152 out of Florida. It is. I got Hill back in that 3 spot. But it's all the Egg Harbor Township rider hitting the JNR turn and looking for a spot on the top of the podium, and that's where she's going to stand today. Rin gets the win overall. Wilson gets the 2, and Hill gets the 3, and they'll finish just as they cross. Main event 46, your 15 novice class, Bagshaw, Zermay, Rosario, and Bacon. A Gold Cup plate comes ripping and dipping. I'm looking for Caleb Bagshaw from Upstate BMX for the Empire BMX shop. He's on the 1 spot. Sitting in that 2 spot is the 74 rider, the Mad Scientist. It's Bagshaw, Zermay, 1 and 2. I got Bacon and Rosario back there, 3 and 4. Caleb flies around the bombshell turn. The GC1 is your 15 novice main event winner. The Mad Scientist gets the 2 spot. The Chef and Rosario, 3 and 4. Someone's fan club is jacked up. $17.20 novice main event 47. I got Craig Melanson, Patrick Lemieux, Pink Tires, Alara Newell, and Angela McDonald. The 264 is Patrick Lemieux on top. Got Melanson in that 2 spot. The 264 and the 165 go 1 and 2. I got Pink Tires back in the 3.
Still haven't picked up 50-50 yet.
Down that last straightaway, Lemieux, Melanson, 1 and 2, Newell and McDonald, 3 and 4. All right, you guys, no one's picked up the 50-50 yet. It was a yellow ticket, 589191, and it's posted right over here at the registration building with all the raffles and everything else. Don't miss out on your chance to win me some money.
That's the money.
Yeah. Raffles and 50-50 have been pulled, and the numbers are posted over at the registration building. Make your way over there right now. Main event 48, your 41-45 novice class. I got Brad Walker, Tim Gilling, Donnie Flynn, O.T. Dijon Tomaso, and Philip Wico. Brad Walker running the show for the BMX Insights crew out of Wakefield BMX. The 761 on the move down the last straight. I got Gilling in that 2 spot. The 761 and the 119 go 1 and 2 once again here in the main event. Vega color is going to be Donnie Flynn in that 3 spot. OT and we go 4 and 5. Five and under intermediates on the track right now. I got Will Case, Owen McShay, Reese Whitley, and Jackson Morrison. The 500 novices ripping around the second turn right now. One rider comes out on top. Going to be Case on the top spot. Oh, man, our second place rider gets a little squirrely and goes down. Around the last turn, he flies. Will Case, the 117. About to lock up a spot on the top of the podium. That's where that dude's standing here momentarily. Case gets the win. Jackson Morrison in the 2 spot. Reese gets the 3. And we're checking on McShay right now. Once again, On Two Wheels is over there. Raceware, Hellfire, check out our vendors. Our downrider standing back up. He's even going to ride it out, everyone. Let's show this cat some love. brings us to 6 intermediate main event number 50. Bjorn Leclerc, Wild Bill Tyndall, Colton Grover, Benjamin Schaefer, The Slingshot, Austin Bellotti, and Racing Grayson Baratow. Down into turn number 2 we go. I'm looking for Leclerc up top. It is Bjorn on the move right now with the 1-7 of Wild Bill in the 2 spot. It's Leclerc, Tyndall, and the GC2 of Colton Grover, 1, 2, and 3. The Quebec rider rips and dips. Pounds around the J&R turn, makes his way down this last straightaway, and the 1-4 popping his way down. He's going to get the win here in the 6 inter class. Wild Bill grabs that 2 spot. Grover, Schaefer, Bellotti, and Baratow. Seven-year-old intermediates fighting down that front straightaway. Kenny, Lashinsky, Madorn, Bowler, McShay, Waters, Konopka, and Garillo. I'm looking for the 45 right of Conneticut Kenny on top right now. It is Kenny's on the 1 spot, and the 92 in the 2 spot is Remy Waters. Kenny, Waters, 1 and 2. The 45 dips slower on the second turn. The 92 tussles the third bike. I got Lashinsky back in that 3 spot. The 6 bike is Konopka for the Allen Misfit Toys, rocking the 4 spot. We got a rider off the track, but stays on the bike with the save of the day. Down that last straightaway, still the 4-5. Kenny gets the win overall. Lashinsky grabs the 2 spot. Waters in the 3. And Kylie Konopka gets the 4. Nice save, dude. 8-year-old intermediates, main event 52. Leclerc, Pant, Murphy, Higuera, and Gordon. Will Leclerc, the 22 bike, rocking the pink gear down the second straightaway in that 2 spot. Going to be the 374 Ted Pant. It's Leclerc and Pant 1 and 2. Couple of Quebec riders rolling down that third straight. Got the 9 rider, the Goose, Laney Murphy in that 3 spot. Higuera and Gordon going 4 and 5. But it's all Will Leclerc. Ripping back at us right now. The 22 gets the win in the 8 intermediate class. Pant grabs that 2 spot. And the last rider on the podium will be the Goose, Laney Murphy. Nine-year-old intermediates, main event 53. Sale, Remy, Krasnowick, Pawarzik, and Kwok. The 28 bike is the Fireball on the 1 spot for the Hill BMX Racing Team. The Fireball. He's got the 5-5 of Krasnowick in that 2 spot. I got the 107 bike, Turbo Kwok back in that 3. 1, 2, and 3 they roll. Pawarzik is in the 4 spot right now, and Magnus Remy is sitting in that last spot. But it's all the Fireball on this last straightaway. The Hill BMX Racing Team gets the win overall in the 9 intermediate class. Krasnowick in the 2 spot. And the 3-9 of Pawarzik pulls into the 3. Ten-year-old intermediates, main event 54. Nugent, Semplis, Weldon, Wallace, Dakar, Sebastio, Solar, and Harding. The 777 on top right now. The Bull, James Semplice on top of this one now. Semplis turns and takes off. Got to see in that 2 spot. That's Flawless Wallace. I got the Gold Cup 3 back there. That's Double D, Declan Dakar, rocking the Jad. John Bradley custom colors down to the last turn, but it's all the Bull right now. The South Park boy trying to hold on a little longer, be like his big brother, and that's what's about to happen. Semplice with the win. The C-Ride, Wallace, Double D, and Weldon. 11-year-old intermediates, main event 55. Weston Mandy, Brantley Campbell, the Boss Man Gavin Smigo, the Ginger Ninja Noah Jones, Sweet Dreams, Riker Sullivan, and Carter Gilling. Down into turn number 2 we go. Looks like the 170 of Weston Mandy. The Shoreham rider taking off to the top in the 44. In the 2 spot is the Boss Man Smigo. I got Campbell, the Ginger Ninja, Gilling, and Dreams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All the cats come ripping down this last straight, but it's still the 170 doing his thing. We lost the Ginger Ninja in turn number 3. Mandy, Campbell, Smigo, Gilling, Sullivan, Jones. Round of applause for the Ninja, everybody. Main event 56, your 12 inner class. The Shark, Kali Perez, Mateo Sola Rivest, and Paxton Sapana. I'm looking for the 148 right of Paxton. Back on top once again. Popping his way down that second straightaway. The 148's going for a perfect score. The Shark pulling in that 2 spot. It's the 148, the 4, and the 102. 1, 2, and 3 once again here in main event 56. 2 riders tied at 5, so the battle for that 2 spot's where it's at. Our top rider already got this locked up, and he's going to get the win overall. Kylie Perez pulls into that 2 spot. And Rivest gets the 3, and they'll finish just as they cross. Main event 57, your 14-year-old intermediate class. Mandy, Krawchuk, Anderson, and Graham. Tristan Mandy running the show down the second straight. The 141 looking for the win here in the 14 intermediate main event. In that 2 spot, got a gold cup plate. That's got to be Krawchuk. It's Mandy, Krawchuk, Anderson, and the Graham, and the Cracker, Sean Graham, 1, 2, 3, and 4. But the New York rider is looking for the win down this last straight. Tristan Mandy just got the ace. The GC2, Corey Krawchuk, Hudson Anderson, and Sean Graham, 1, 2, 3, and 4. "15-year-old intermediates." I got Zach Thibault, Dominic Simonson, Aiden Burgess, and Isla Bauer. We got a heater down that second straight. I'm looking at Thibault up top, the 398, doing it from Rock Hill BMX Supercross. Goes flying down into turn number 2. The 10 bike, Dominic Simonson in that 2 spot. Thibault, Simonson, Burgess, and Bauer, 1, 2, 3, and 4. The battle up top is hot right now. Thibault trying to pull away. The Rock Hill rider about to get this one locked up. Simonson trying to say something about it. The 398 and the 10 go 1 and 2 to the stripe. Burgess and Bauer, 3 and 4. "16-year-old intermediates flying in down into the first turn." I got 4 riders on the track right now. I got Shake and Bake, Basin Lakota, Charles Wasaka, Autumn Ligo, and the unstoppable Ava Savigny. On top right now, looks like the 1-5 of Mason Lakota. Out of Whip City BMX, Shake and Bake. Rolling around turn number 2. In that 2 spot, the 976, Charles Wasaka for New England BMX Plus out of Woodland BMX. It's Lakota and Wasaka 1 and 2. Ligo back in that 3 spot. Savigny sitting in the 4. Lakota gets the win. Wasaka gets the 2. Ligo and Savigny 3 and 4. "17-20 intermediates, main event 60. I got Cowboy BMX, Ricky Harbaugh, Thomas Fratto, Nicholas Culla, and the Turn Reaper, Xavier Kaninsky. Down in turn number 2 we go. The 1-5 and the 107 go banging down the round. That's Fratto taking over. Cowboy BMX back to that 2 spot. I got Culla. I got the Turn Reaper, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, man. Things changing up once again, but it's still the 1-5 down the last straightaway. Fratto grabs the win right here. Culla, Harbaugh, and Turn Reaper, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 41 to 45-year-old intermediates. Main event 61. Cheney, Bloomer, Vieira, and Bills. On top right now looks like the 6 rider Mike Cheney for Smash It Up Bike Shop out of Hunterdon County BMX. The 66 rolls down around the second turn with the 1-5 in that 2 spot. That's Maddie Bahama. I got Bills. I got Bloomer, 1, 2, 3, and 4. But it's all Cheney up top. Smash It Up looking for the top of the podium this time. The Hunterdon County rider just grabbed the ace in the main event. Maddie Bahama gets the 2 spot. Jacob Bills and Donnie Bloomer. "46 to 50-year-old intermediates, main event 62. McClone, Bauer, and Avery. It's been total points racing all day long. Danny McClone's got 2 aces. The Cape Cod rider is trying to make it 3 of a kind. He is the first one down the second straightaway. 2 spot up for grabs right now. Avery and Bauer back there pulling into turn number 2. The 115 and the 34. Rip around the second turn. Avery goes around the outside, gets the momentum, pulls into the 2 spot, but McClone is taking this one home. McClone gets the win overall. Avery gets a 2 and Bauer gets a 3, and they'll finish just as they cross. (51, 55-year-old intermediates. Langlis, Dynan, Graham, Mungyu, and Ayer. The 16 bike takes off top. That's going to be the Woodland BMX rider Langlis. Langlays on the top spot. In that 2 spot, I'm looking at Dynan, the 1-9 bike. It is Langlis, Dynan, and the Graham Cracker 1, 2, and 3. Gold Coast colors in that 4 spot. That's Adam Ayer, Chris Mungyu rocking in that 5. All the old dudes come down around. The 1-6, Todd Langlis gets the win overall. The 19, the 15, the 53, and the 4. (56 and over intermediates). Main event 64, the Nintendo of main events. Jim Stone, Mike Gagnon, and Dangerous Don Geswin. Dangerous Don's been sitting with 2 of a kind right now. The local boy hits the second turn and takes off down the 3rd straight, looking for the perfect day. In that 2 spot, the 11 ride, that's Jim Stone with Gagnon for the Island of Misfit Toys back in the 3. But it's all Dangerous Don today. Geswin gets the win at his local track. Stone grabs the 2, and Gagnon gets a 3, and they'll finish just as they cross. Welcome back to the Girls Club, everybody. Kicking it off with our 7 girls expert main event. The wild card, Addie Jones, Pretty Eyes, Liliana DeSouza, Sonic Today Huggins, Isadora Rome, Adeline Hibbets, Flower Power, Aubrey Fowler, and Wiggles, Harley Masseri. Looks like it's the wild card up top right now, doing it for the Answer Army out of Kingston Point BMX. The GC3 rocking on top of this one. The Nag 9, Pretty Eyes in that 2 spot. I got Today Huggins back in that 3 spot right now. Maybe Rome sitting in the 4. But it's all the wild card. Addie Jones. Mom and Dad going crazy on the side over there. Jones gets the win. DeSouza gets that 2 spot. Huggins, Rome, Fowler, and Hibbets. With Wiggles rounding off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. The 9-year-old girls experts, main event 66. Tyndall, LaJoy, Carmen, Pangione, and Donovan. Gate 9 colors popping off to the top of this one. That's got to be LaJoy on top. Who's my GC3 plate? That's Ruby Carmen on the outside. It's LaJoy, Carmen, 1 and 2. I got the 3 bike dipping in there. Oh, things changing up. Donovan goes that 2 spot. Carmen back to the 3. Pangione sitting in that 5. Meaning that Donovan, maybe Tyndall's in that 4 spot. Coming down around. Here we go. Still LaJoy on the 1 spot. The Hummingbird rocking the Gate 9 colors. Gets the win right here. The 3 bike in the 2 spot. Donovan, Carmen, Tyndall, and Pangione, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 10-year-old girls experts. Main event 67. Hart, Segura, Spence, White, Norris, Suarez, and Schaefer. Dropping a rider over in that first straightaway. Jumping right back up. Let's show her some love, everybody. Down the second straight we go. Nag plate on top. Factory Rift Tangent. Going to be Sis, Kinley Hart. Hart's got Guadalupe in that 2 spot. It's Hart and Segura 1 and 2. The Nag 12, the Nag 13 getting chased down by the GC3. Akiki Spence with the 11 ride of Gabby Suarez in that 4 spot. Here come the ladies. Factory Rift Tangent on the move right now. Power Effect Speedco in that 2 spot. Hart, Segura go 1 and 2. BMX Ministries, Spence gets the 3 spot. And Suarez and the Bug 4 and 5. "11-year-old girls experts. Dowdy, Snyder, Rush, Muller, and Morrison. The Nightmare Amelia Dowdy, Get a Grip colors out of Northern Virginia BMX. The Nag 5, first one to the second straightaway, sitting in that 2 spot. Looks like it's going to be the Little Ripper Zoe Snyder for the Chaos Squad national team. It's Get a Grip and Chaos Squad going to go 1 and 2. The Meatballs back in that 3 spot for Wheeler Dealer. The 5 bike, that's Gracie Girl and Lucy Muller, 4 and 5. Down to the last turn, though. Get a Grip and Chaos Squad battling down this last straightaway. The Nag 5 going to be the first one to the stripe. The Little Ripper will get that 2 spot. Meatball, Gracie Girl, and Muller. Main event number 69, your 12 girls expert class. Bostock, Urena, Gray, Wellborn, Farrell, Conley, and Zermay. Down to the first turn. Looks like it's Power Effect Speedco colors. Got to be the factory girl, Zara Urena. Urena's got the Crazy Cat in that 2 spot. The 4 bike, the boss, Kayla Bostic back in that 3 spot. It's Power Effect Speedco, Wicked Racing, and TFB Designs 1, 2, and 3. That squared color's going to be the wild one popping in that 4 spot, but it's all the factory girl right now, Dad. Down that last straightaway, the Nag 1 puts the pump down and gets the win overall. The Gray gets that 2 spot. Bostock, Wellborn, Farrell, Conley, and Zermay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Thirteen-year-old girls experts, main event number 70. Kopetsky, McCain, Mungu, Jason, Speraza, Walters, Putkamp, and Peck. Factory send to LSG. I'm looking for Callie Kopetsky up top. The Nag 4 rolling down that second straightaway in the 2 spot. I got Marshall colors in that 2 spot. Got to be Mayhem McCain. It's Kopetsky and McCain 1 and 2 with the Cyclecraft ride of Jason back in that 3 spot. 1, 2, and 3. They fly around the third turn, but it's all Callie today. Out of Burlington BMX, Kopetsky gets the win overall. Mayhem McCain grabs that 2 spot. The Mad Dog and Mungu 3 and 4. Fourteen-year-old girls experts. Main event 71. I got Dakar, Koodle, Carmen, Hale, and Holtz. Factory answer colors down in the first turn. Going to be factory Addison colors, we'll say. Dakar rolling through that second straightaway. On top, once again, I got Koodle in that 2 spot for factory Sean Carvahal's LDC. Answer, LDC, S squared 1, 2, and 3. The S squared ride is Stinks back in that 3 spot. I got Carmen in the 4. I got Give 'em Hale back in that 5 spot, but it's all Dakar today. Addison gets the win overall. Chloe gets that 2 spot. Hale gets the 3. Fifteen, 16 girls experts, main event 72. Porter, Waldner, Searfoss, Spencer, Sweet, Pierce, Wiley, and Olson. Daylight colors up to the top of this one. Kimberly Porter out of California rocking down that second straightaway. Looks like Searfoss popping in that 2 spot. It's the 1 and the J going 1 and 2. Got the Nag 11 at the Fianator back in that 3 spot. Spencer rocking in the 4, but it's Daylight. S squared 1, 2 in the last turn. Searfoss rips to the top. Here we go. Down the last straightaway. Searfoss takes over. Porter back to that 2 spot. The J and the 1 go 1 and 2. Waldner, Spencer 3 and 4, and your Cyclecraft ride of Tater Tot in the 5. What a nice race that was. Main event 73, your 17-20 ladies expert class. Jordan, Nealon, Rachel, Sweet, Dave, Martin, and Salvato. Power Effect Speedco colors looking at the Mad Rabbit, Riley Jordan. The National 42 on top of this one. I got the National 44, the Machine Kenny Neal in the 2 spot. It's Power Effects and Ameriprise 1, 2 with the Claiborne ride back in the 3 right now. That's Mayhem Marley Rachel. Sweet rocking in that 4 spot. Power Effects, Ameriprise, Claiborne 1, 2, and 3. The Mad Rabbit and the Machine come down the last straightaway. The National 42 and the National 44 go 1 and 2. The 14 and the Gold Cup 1 go 3 and 4. Jordan, Nealon, Rachel, Sweet. Day, Salvato, and Martin. Main event 74, 21-30 ladies experts. Sargent, Murphy, Huggins, Robeson, and Kugler. One rider pulling away right now. I'm looking for the PWR ride of Izzy Sargent. Sargent's on the top spot right now. The end bike is Becca Sue's in that 2 spot. I got Mama Hugs back in that 3. Sparky. And we're checking on a rider, looks like over in that first turn, but our top rider's jumping down the last straightaway. Sargent gets the win overall. The N and the 4. The 4 and the N. And it sounds like our down rider's up. Big round of applause for Devin Murphy, everybody. Main event 75, the last class of our ladies experts for the day. Bianca Lathan, the Czech chick, Sonia Badanik, and Kelly Thalogu. It's Badanik on the one spot once again. Your Power Effects rider is back on top of this one. Kelly Thalogu in that 2 spot. Bianca Lathan back in the 3. The Czech chick all by herself down this last straightaway. Badanik gets the win once again. Sia Colors in that 2 spot. Wrenchman back in the 3. The ladies will finish just as they cross. Five and under experts. Main event 76. I got Kiki, Lucas Wang, Tanner Lomascolo, and the man in black, Lincoln Darling. I got 2 riders tied at 5 points right now. 1 rider sitting with 2. Who's coming out on top? That's going to be Lucas Wang, your Factory Daylight Hero ride. He's already got a couple of aces. He's going for the perfect score. The battle is for that 2 spot. Lomascolo, Darling, battling down into turn number 2. The Senate rider got the inside line right now. But it's all Wang down that 3rd straightaway. Wang, Lomascolo 1-2. Darling still trying to make a move. A little high-low in the turn and coming back at us. Here we go. Wang gets the win overall. Lomascolo and Darling 2 and 3, and they'll finish just as they cross. Six-year-old experts, main event 77, total points racing all day long. This time I got 2 riders tied at 3 points. So the battle is for the top spot in this one. I got Long, Hibbets, and Spore. Couple riders go down. Alto, the only one standing still. The Milo man doing his thing. Our riders are jumping up back there. The Nag 3 goes ripping right by me. First one back on his bike. Looks like it's going to be the chain reactor of Spore. We're looking for cash. There he is. Let's give a round of applause to our 6-year-old expert class, everybody. So, the Nag 3 will get the win overall. The 23 will end up with the 2. Ridge will get the 2 in the main event, but the 10 bike will end up with the 3 overall. And one more round of applause for our 6-year-old experts, everybody.
Let's go, buddy!
7-year-old experts on the track. Main event 78. Brammer, Lomascolo, Hanson, Moore, Hill, Como, Farrell, and Brown. I got the Mohawk man. I got the Mohawk man off a pedal right there. S-squared colors going to be Lomascolo on the move right now. Noah's on top. Got the Nat 45, a hot rod in that 2 spot. Hanson back in the 3, rocking the Sprott Kings color with the Bike Zone ride, sitting in the 4, but it's all factory S-squared right here and right now. Noah down that last straightaway. The Nag 13 gets the win overall in that 2 spot. It's going to be the hot rod, Lincoln Moore. The Nag 9, Beckham Hanson. And your Rock 1 plate of Colton Hill in that 4 spot. And a big round of applause for the Mohawk, everyone. And our Gate 9 rider over here, Jamison Farrell. Main event number 79, and the Misfit Toys go rolling down into turn number 1. Bryce Grover popping it off for them right now. Grover turns and burns down the second straightaway. The GC1 on the move in that 2 spot. Looks like the Answer Army. Got to be Mona Smith in that 2 spot. It's Grover. It's Mona Smith. 1 and 2. I got LePan back in the 3. The GC1, the 3, and the E going 1, 2, and 3 through that 3rd straightaway. But it's all the island of Misfit Toys once again. Grover down that last straightaway. He's standing at the top of the podium on a Friday night. Beckett grabs the 2 spot. The Outlaw in the 3. Holden Beekman. Turbo Man and Problematic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 9-year-old experts on the track. Jones, Merzion, Gibbler, Kent, Furcatch, Fowler, Clark, and Bradfield. Identified colors rolling topside right now down that 2nd straightaway. Going to be Jumpin' Jacks, Furcatch. Furcatch got Scrolly Jones in that 2 spot. It's Identify and Answer 1 and 2. Back in the 3 spots, the 1-8 ride. That's Hawkeye Fowler, but it's all Jumpin' Jacks right now. Furcatch through that 3rd straightaway. He rolls. Identify, Answer 1 and 2. Scrolly goes out to the front. Jones pops up to the top of this one. Down that last straightaway. Jones, Furcatch, and the Nag 13 ride. Mismatch. 10-year-old experts on the track right now. Cox, Pieper, Huggins, Pinelli, Seabury, Wilson, Moreau, and Castellano. Got to be the speed train Luke Pieper doing it for the Factory S Squared crew, the Nag 4. First one down in the first turn. In that 2 spot, we got Vega Colors. It's going to be Zio, the Grasshopper, in that 2 spot. It's Pieper and Huggins going 1 and 2. Got Cox back in the 3 spot. The Nag 4, the 2, and the Nag 6, 1, 2, and 3 down into turn number 2. The 774, Zach Moreau popping in the 4. I got the 4 bike. Seabury back in that 5, or maybe it's Cass back in that 5 spot. But it's all the speed train right here. Factory S Squared out of Chesapeake BMX. Pieper gets the win overall. Huggins in the 2 spot. Cox. Moreau. $11-year-old experts fighting down that front straightaway. Winky Lander, Deuce Coop Fuller, Alessio Improda, Hilo Rodriguez, Jackpot Williams, the O-Dog Peters, Dylan Dobell, and Billy Kromowski. It's going to be the alto ride of the Jackpot, Titus Williams. No, the National 73 dips in there. That's Improda. Improda rips to the top. Winky in that 2 spot. I got Jackpot back in the 3. Here comes the O-Dog. Here come the boys. Around the last turn we go. It's all the National 73 right now. Improda makes the move, gets it done. The Jackpot, Winky, the O-Dog, and Billy Kromowski, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Main event number 83, your 12-year-old experts. Widener, Macias, Kelso, Martin, Gasaway, Prito, Rome, and Moss. Factory answer ripping and dipping right now. Going to be the J-Dog all over the top of this one. Widener down that second straightaway in that 2 spot. Looks like it's Macias right now. The National 4 and the Nag 8 going 1, 2. Macias makes the move. Oh, they're begging bars. Widener comes out of there somehow. Good Lord, there is mayhem over here in the second turn. Widener comes out of that turn somehow. I don't know how he held on. These two are showing some love to each other. I love it. Widener gets the win. The A-Ride. Perito in the 2 spot. Rome. And Slay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And one more round of applause for these dudes right here. You good, man? $13-year-old experts, Hart, Bryant, Fisher, Van Kester, McClone, Curley, Kazi, and Snyder. Factory Rift Tangent going to be the Carter man. Carter Hart on top right now. Got spot him. Got him in that 2 spot. It's the Carter man. It's got him. 1 and 2. The 10 bike. Cody V back in the 3. I got Kazi. I got Factory Answer. That's going to be Porky Fisher in that 5 spot. Down around they go, but it's all Factory Rift Tangent and Factory Send to LSG 1 and 2. Hart, Bryant, Cody V 1, 2, and 3. Kazi, Fisher 4 and 5. $14-year-old experts, Minell, Idarola, Strevopolis, Santana, Gordon, Warner, Day, and Porter. Down into turn number 1, the 14-year-old experts fly right now. Coming on top, got to be Mad Max, rocking the Power FX gear. I got Alto colors in the 2 spot, going to be the Reaper, Jake Strevopolis. I got the Fireball back in the 3. It's Minell, Strevopolis, and Day, 1, 2, and 3. Looks like Idarola and the Cannon going 4 and 5. Down around the boys come, but it's all Mad Max right now. Minell about to get this one done, and he will. Max gets the top spot. Strevopolis, Day, Idarola. I don't know if you guys are having fun yet, but I am. Dude, that's my pump man over there.
the pack, now I'm in first place. Used to dream about this life, now I see it in my face. Hard work pays off, gotta go, gotta get it. Eyes on the prize, never worry about the critics. I didn't put it on my time, put it on my work. Made it through the storm, yeah, we came up from the dirt. It's go time, show 'em what I got. Long time coming, this time won't stop. From the crowd, I'ma stand out, no handouts. Taking on the world, so look at me now. This is just the beginning, progress still growing. They said I couldn't do it, so I guess I gotta show them. Now I feel unstoppable, now I'm feeling good. Look at how I'm winning, and they didn't think I would, but I didn't hold back, and the odds were all stacked. Now I'm playing this song, and I tell them I'm back. Go and tell them that the past is done. Start running. Go and tell them I'm
Main event 86 on the track right now, your 15 expert class. Ashton Behrens, Alec Taylor, Braden Gorse, Ludovic Guay, Tyree Huggins, Jackson Kopetsky, James Johnson, and Lucas Corbet. Down the second straight we go right now. Looks like it's going to be Factory S Squared. It's Alec Taylor on the top spot. Taylor's on the 1. I got Huggins on that 2 spot. Back in the 3, going to be Kopetsky with Behrens in the 4. Gorse back in the 5 spot. Oh, yeah, the 15 experts are rolling right now. Factory S Squared all over the top spot. This one, Alec Taylor's going to get the win. T-Rex in that 2 spot. Kopetsky, Behrens, Kopetsky possibly. That was close for 3. Main event 87, your 16-year-old expert class. Cole, Byer, Steibel, Owens, Hordison, Tonkovich, Dirks, and Lindemann. J&R colors popping off to the top of this one. It's a Tornado Taylor Cole, your National 81 bike on the move in that 2 spot. Looks like it's going to be the 7 ride of Tegan Steibel. It's Cole and Steibel, 1 and 2. Got the Wild Man back in the 3. In the zone colors, second in the 4 spot. That's going to be the Wildcat Micah Owens. Everyone through that 3rd straight, but it's all J&R right here. The J&R ride trying to hold on a little bit longer. Cole down the last straightaway. Steibel in the 2 spot. The Wild Man. Ooh, really close for that 3 once again. Very close. 17 to 20-year-old experts. Marshall, Herrera, Bertoli, Mendito, Hester, McGann, Moscato, and Hamill. Down to the first turn we go. Oh, man, I got the Sharks swimming to the first turn first. Going to be Enrique Herrera on top of this one. In that 2 spot. Looks like it's daylight colors. Going to be Bertoli. It's Herrera and Bertoli 1 and 2 with McGann back in the 3. I got Hellfire colors of the Moose and Hamill going 4 and 5. Everyone down that 4 straight, but it's all the Sharks swimming into the last turn first. Daylight tries to rip around. No. Around the outside. Herrera goes. Down the last straightaway. Sharks swim to the line first. Bertoli, McGann, Moscato, Hamill, Mendito, Hester, and Marshall. And please watch your mouth, Mr. Bertoli. (21-25) experts. Bramer, McCready, McCabe, and Mendito. Elevate colors. Ripping to the top. Going to be Evan Mendito on the 1 spot right now. Got Mendito on top. Got Cyclecraft, Crank, and Carey McCready in the 2 spot. Mendito, McCready, 1 and 2. Bramer back in that 3 spot. McCabe sitting in the 4. Bramer trying to find a line back to the top 2 right here, but it's all Mendito down that last straightaway. Elevate takes the top of this one. Cyclecraft in the 2 spot. Premier and Wrenchman 3 and 4. (26 to 35-year-old experts. Alessandro, Bowler, and Harney. The Drakewell riders got a couple aces already, and Zach Bowler is the first one down in the first turn. Ripping down that second straightaway. The GC1's looking for the perfect score of 3 points. Sitting in that 2 spot. The 2-6 ride at the it's the Ghost ride. I'm sorry, that's Harney in the 2 spot. The 2-6 ride of Alessandro back in the 3. It's the GC1, the 30, and the 26 going 1, 2, and 3 here in main event number 90. Total points racing all day long. Bowler going to get the win overall. Harney gets the 2, and Alessandro gets the 3, and they'll finish just as they cross. (36 to 40-year-old experts, main event 91. Nick Stodolski, Anthony Donovan, Choo Choo, Tommy Healy, and Boo Carragher. Cult colors come ripping and dipping. Got to be Stodolski up top. Local Boy down that second straightaway in the 2 spot. Going to be the 11 rider Anthony Donovan for Trinity Racing. I got Boo back in the 3 spot. Choo Choo sit in the 4, but it's all Nick down that 3rd straightaway. The 5-7-1 looking for the win overall here in the 36 to 40-year-old expert main event. The Trumbull local gets it done. Sadolski gets the win. Donovan, Carragher, and Choo Choo, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Taking off out of the gate right now, the 41 to 45-year-old expert class. Mona Smith, Luby, Bostock, Morrison, Ecker, Calvetti, Hotz, and Kent. Factory answer color is going to be Mona Smith on top of that 9 out of Revolution Bike Park, ripping down that second straightaway. I got Lube sitting in the 2 spot. It's Mona Smith. It's Clam Chowder going to go 1 and 2. Back in that 3 spot is the Nat 16 ride of Fuzzy Bostic. 1, 2, and 3 they go. Factory answer, Sia and TFB Designs down around that last turn. Mona Smith about to get the win once again. The Nag 9, first one to the line. The Nag 5 in the 2 spot. Mona Smith, Luby, Bostock 1, 2, and 3 with a 13 ride of Morrison picking up your 4. Main event number 93, your 46 to 50-year-old expert class. Halbert, Camerata, Huggins, Baglieri, Deleon, Lips, Benoit, and Savigny. Sia colors down in the first turn. Going to be Halbert on the move down that second straightaway. Out of Chesapeake BMX, the 131 is pulling away from the rest of these cats. I got Tyrone Huggins for Rebecca Racing in that 2 spot. That's Huggy Bear. It's Halbert, Huggy Bear, and the 51 ride of Old G, 1, 2, and 3, but it's all Sia on top, and that's exactly what's going on. He's down the last straightaway, and Halbert gets the win overall. Huggins, the Old G, and Camerata, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Main event 94. We got 2 more main events on the day. I hope you guys had a good time. I sure did. We're back here tomorrow. Open ride from 7:30 to 9:30. We roll. It's all Sia once again. Dallas gets the win overall. Mike Duke makes the move for 2. Brissett and Q Money, I believe. Last main event of the day. Your 56 and over expert class. I got the Tomahawk, Tom Johnson, Nigel Cummings, the Ghost, Vince Griffin, Leslie Sanders, Mike Sigris, London Wilmot, the Cadillac, Chad Gay, and Captain Rick Marceau. GC3 up top, that's Nigel Cummings out of First Day BMX. Here comes the S-squared ride. The Tomahawk, Tom Johnson. Johnson goes to the top. Cummings back to the 2 spot. The 31 bike. That's Sigris back in the 3 spot. Wilmot sitting in the 4. The 56 and over expert, last main event of the day. Around the J&R turning down the last straightaway. The GC1. The Tomahawk gets the win overall. Cummings gets the 2 spot. Sigris and the 5.9 Wilmot, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And ladies and gentlemen, we will see you bright and early tomorrow. Have a great night. And we love you, all of you, except for you.
I know.
Mojo BMX Distribution sells the fastest brands in BMX. Speedco, Avian, Mabo, Inspire, and IRC Tires, to name a few. Accepting dealer and distributor applications now. Visit mojobmx.com to see our full product lineup.
For over 35 years, J&R Bicycles has been delivering BMX around the world. With a live inventory website, same-day shipping, and a warehouse full of the best brands, J&R Bicycles is your one-stop shop for all things BMX. Click, buy, save at jrbicycles.com.